We were to have Norm Macdonald, but he is can't. What?
No, he's actually on.
What? Norm?
What, Dennis?
You're a freaking genius. Can I tell you that plane ride you were on and that Twitter jag? I followed it for like 5 hours. God, that was funny, man.
Oh, well, when I was tweeting?
Yeah, it was killing me, Norm. I was watching some games or something, and I had the Twitter on, and I just kept following your tweets, and I could see you trapped on the plane going through the sleeve on the front of the seat in front of you and pulling everything out. Hey, look at this porta-kiln in the airport store and stuff like that.
I was running out of stuff. I was running out of stuff.
Now, Norm is...
so much stuff on a plane, but listen, man, I know you tweet because I follow you.
Man.
I started tweeting like a few weeks ago.
Yeah.
And these are the three people I follow.
Who's that?
At Sarah Silverman,
Mm-hmm.
at Dennis DMZ,
Right.
and at Steve Martin to go.
Yeah, Steve Martin's killing me.
You guys are funny, man.
Thank you, Norm. Just a young kid with a dream. What are you working so hard for? Norm's going to host High Stakes Poker on the Game Show Network. And I hope to get on this show. I want to go on and do the sports show with Norm Macdonald because I know Norm knows his sports. And who's funnier than Norm? Nobody. That's on Comedy Central starting April 12th. What are you working so hard for, Storm and Norman? Are you just experiencing a rebirth?
Comedy Central, one of those specials.
I know. You got your first hour special. It premieres Saturday, March 26th at 11:30 p.m., 10:30 Central on Comedy Central, right after the rebroadcast of the Donald Trump roast. And like I said, you're usually an easy rider, man. Why? What are you, just in a midlife crisis, or why are you working so hard here?
What?
I'm just saying, some guys think I gotta start hustling it, and you're I'm 3 projects in the space of a week. What's up?
Now listen, Dennis. Have you heard about this Huckleberry Finn thing?
I heard something about they wanted to take the N-word out, right?
Yeah, anyways, I wanted to bring it up before I forgot, and then we'll get on to my projects.
All right. Do you have any observation on it, any tweak on it, or just the cognizance of the fact that they want to...
No, I feel it's a thorny issue.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
No, that wasn't the whole thing.
No.
I thought you were going to go like, well, how so, or something like that.
Tell us more, Norm.
Why don't you do...
I feel it's a thorny issue.
Yeah,
I'll tell
me
you why.
too. Why, Norm?
Well, you got Mark Twain, and you're talking about, for those of you who don't know, what I'm talking about, they've taken out the N-word, out of many of the books of Huckleberry Finn.
Norm, they've taken out.
And so you got a thorny issue that I think I have a solution to. Do you want to hear it?
Oh, man. Never anything more.
Well, the thorny issue is this.
Yeah.
You don't want to take, Mark Twain, one of the greatest writer ever to brush paper with ink, and change his words, for God's sake. On the other side of the coin, you don't want to have a young African American boy in school, hearing that word out loud and causing him pain. So it's a thorny issue. But I figure it this way. You've read Huckleberry Finn.
You are so splendidly demented. Yeah, I've read it.
You know it's written in the first person by Huckleberry Finn.
Yes, I do.
And you know it includes the N-word.
Yes.
Therefore, you just change Huckleberry Finn to a black kid.
And it's like a rap song at that point, right?
Exactly. Everything's cool.
All
No, let's get to my project.
Now, listen, was there any sort of
Samuel Clemens
no,
autobiography?
he's made his fortune. Was there any subtle disparagement in the homosexual community when you said Huckleberry Finn?
I didn't.
Because, you know, somewhere out there there's a gay kid in high school. But,
something slipped up there.
some cog got meshed up.
Hey, I want to hear you say that word.
I don't want to say it because then it'll be on tape forever. I say it in my private life many times.
Say it, hunky. Say it, hunky. Say nigga, hunky. Fucking say it, hunky.
Listen, am I wrong or am I imagining that?
Nah, say nigga, hunky. Say it, hunky. Come on, cracker.
Mike, I have to ask you a question.
Say it.
Do this one, though.
That's pretty cute. Accomplished comedian.
What is accomplished?
Did you write this one?
This is not against
Accomplished.
This is not against anybody.
Accomplished comedian Sinbad has announced he's filing for bankruptcy for the second time.
The second time.
Oh God, it's so retarded. Sounds like things have gone from Sinbad to sin worse. Okay.
But Canada, you know.
Canada,
but
you're
anyways, the guys from America were unbelievable, and it was you, and it was Leno, and Leno was at the peak.
Jay
Leno. My dad would call him Jay Leno.
Leno.
Is that the one where Sinbad was on?
Oh yeah, he always wants to tell me me to tell stories about Sinbad. But I love Sinbad. When I did my first comedy festival thing, that Montreal thing.
What year was that?
Fuck, I don't know.
Like 87?
Yeah, I don't know dates.
Yeah.
But it was around there. And
how long had you been doing comedy at that point?
6 months.
Oh, really?
Yeah, but it was Canada, so we got a home
so that was like
court thing.
In American years, that's 4 years?
No, I'm saying because the Montreal Comedy Festival was in Canada, we had a quota to fill. You know, I would never have gotten on it if I was in the States. But so I got my 5 minutes, just rote. That's the way I used to do comedy. I'd memorize every fucking word. And so I had it all figured out and shit, right? And so then I go there, I meet Sinbad, right? So I didn't know who Sinbad was. And he goes, he's completely relaxed. I'm all thinking about my
some sort of one-piece outfit.
He did. His hair matched his shirt.
Yeah.
And they were both orange.
Yeah.
So then he said, he was just so relaxed, and he said, hey, let's go. I got to get some socks. So we go to this fucking store, right? When we first go into the store, there's no one there. It's a small store. So there's no one there. The lady's in the back.
Yeah.
So the lady takes a minute to come out.
Yeah.
And he's like, where's that lady? You know, there's nobody here, you know? And I'm like, yeah. And so he comes out, he gets his fucking socks. Nothing happens, right? So then that night at the gala, I do my carefully constructed material.
Yeah.
Sinbad comes out. He goes, what the fuck is going on? And he doesn't swear. He goes, what's going on with these stores with socks? I'm like, holy shit. And then he's like, you go in the store and there's no one there. And then people are agreeing with him. I'm like, what? It didn't make none of it made any sense except that he destroyed and I didn't. That's when I realized that I was missing a whole bunch of stuff, because I guess at first you think you're good and stuff like that.
No, you are good, and I think that the fact is, really, if you were to look at it in another way, that if people are able to do an impersonation of you, that means you have a defined style. Whereas, like, I guarantee you there's not a lot of people that can do Sinbad, though you did just do a pretty good one.
I was trying to do it as unracist as possible.
He passed away, I believe, the day before Yom Kippur. And the Yom Kippur services started, and I'd been watching a bunch of old Norm Macdonald videos. And as the rabbi began to speak, I started remembering Norm Macdonald punchlines, and it really went poorly for me that Yom Kippur evening.
Finally, folks, next week, Jews everywhere will be celebrating the holiday of Yom Kippur, or as non-Jews refer to it, Wednesday.
The rabbi was standing maybe 15 feet in front of me, and I was just struggling not to hysterically laugh in the middle of the most solemn day of the year. So that's going to be my Norm Macdonald memory going forward.
My family comes from Russia. They're Russian Jews.
Oh. Russian and Jews is more like it. One of the biggest anti-Semites I've ever met.
Russian away from Jews.
I had a bar mitzvah.
What?
I had a bar mitzvah, Norm.
Yeah. You did?
Yeah.
Wait, are you Jewish?
Yes.
Get the fuck out of here. No, I'm kidding. I love the Jewish people.
Yeah. Last week on Larry King Live, Marlon Brando made the shocking statement that Hollywood is, quote, run by Jews. In response, outraged Jewish organizations made it snow in New York in April. Well, earlier this week, actor Marlon Brando met with Jewish leaders to apologize for comments he made on Larry King Live. Among them, that, quote, Hollywood is run by Jews. The Jewish leaders accepted the actor's apology and announced that Brando is now free to work again. While in England, where he spoke at Oxford University, Simpson had defended actor Marlon Brando's criticism of Hollywood Jews. Later, from his island hideaway, Brando sent O.J. a telegram which read, "You're not helping." In Cincinnati, is Cincinnati Reds owner Marge Schott an anti-Semite? Well, it is beginning to look that way. According to a report out today, on the entire Cincinnati Reds team, there is not one Jewish player. A group of Orthodox rabbis declared that other branches of Judaism are, quote, not Judaism at all, thus challenging the religious status of millions of American Jews. This week, that statement was rejected by Reform leader Rabbi Don Schonstein, who said, quote, our legitimacy as Jews flows from the richness of our Jewish lives, the strength of our Jewish communities, and most important of all, our deep and abiding belief in Jesus Christ.
Baby, won't you come by? Everything's better with you by my side. A movie and dinner tonight. Pour a couple drinks and yeah, we're feeling fine. And make them.
The setup of the joke is it's a Jew joke.
Okay.
Two Gentile businessmen meet on the street. One of them says, how's business? The other one says, great. See, he gets it. He really got it. He really liked it.
Yeah.
So the joke is about who doesn't get it. He's Jewish, he gets it. Yeah. You're not, you don't.
But I don't believe he got it.
Oh, yeah, he got it. He got it.
Can we find out?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tell Norm why that's funny.
Because it's two Jews and how's business? Great.
Well, that's what he said.
No, it's two Gentile businessmen.
Oh, yeah, I don't
That's what's funny about it.
Yeah,
I knew he didn't get it. I can spot fake laughs.
Adam, I got to talk to you. You've been working with all these guys. You've been working with Norm, probably. You've been working for him with him for a long time.
Yeah, for Normie. No, I think what he's bringing up was when me and Norm, when we did Billy Madison, I said I would tell him.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So that's like the first time you guys worked together in a movie, right?
Yeah. Movie. I mean, it was the first.
That was our first movie.
Hey, we're right here, guys. We're right here.
Yeah.
Well, this is great. When I graduated first grade, all my father did was tell me to get a job. Hey, you want to feed that donkey some beer? Get it all messed up?
Maybe later.
Yeah. Yeah. So Norm and I did the movie, and Norm is we didn't know each other's acting style. Yeah.
Right.
So me and Norm are best friends in the movie, and we're out at the pool. We're doing a pool scene. I'm Billy Madison, of course. So old Billy's gonna talk to you and Frank.
I played Frank.
You're gonna turn and clarify everything.
I get nervous with Normie behind me, but
Man, why did I have so many drinks? I can't remember. What's today?
October?
It's Nudie Magazine Day!
So anyway, so I'm doing a scene with Norm at the pool, and I tell him, I say my line. I think I did it very well. And then I'm like, let me see how Norm, ping pongs this line back. and so there was a little bit of a delay, and I was like, old Norm likes to take his time.
Yeah.
And then
Maybe it's an acting technique, right?
Maybe he's going deep for this. Yeah, right. And then I'm waiting a little longer, and I'm like, wow, he's really milking this one. And then a few more seconds, I noticed old Norm was sleeping. Right? Remember that?
I got
Yes,
to start.
sir.
You fell.
Oh, man, Billy, I just thought of the funniest thing. Billy? Where's Billy? He's in school, man. Yeah.
Asleep while the camera was rolling.
Well, they wanted me to play a drunk.
That's right, that's right.
And so I said, you got some booze?
No,
but also he called me Frank, and in my mind I was thinking, who the is Frank?
That's right.
You know what I realized with that movie as I was doing it? Because the movie was grown-ups, and I, in the movie, kept going, like, every time they were at a scene, I kept walking up and going, hey, guys, can I be in it?
Oh, yeah, it was at the beginning and end of every scene.
So I realized that halfway through, wait a minute.
Damn, no, it was the best. You killed the hardest at read-through, too.
This feels like a guy trying to get in a movie. It was like I had shown up on the set. In real life, I'm a famous actor, Norm Macdonald, but in this movie, I play an unknown man named Geezer.
Hey, Lenny, you old son of a bee sting. I heard you were in town. You remember who I am, right?
Yeah. The guy from on Golden Pond, right?
Golden Pond. You still got it. It's Geezer.
Well, Geezer, I play Geezer, who's me, actually. Geezer's just an old chunk of coal that,
They're going to have a 4th of July fireworks on the lake, on a barge. Can I at least go with you guys to that and watch it, It'll be like the old days.
We used to do that.
Well, hey, if we didn't, we should start.
Look, I'm not gonna lie to you. Geezer's always like the odd man out.
Hey, Lenny, you guys are all eating here. How come nobody phoned me?
Well, no, we just kind of ended up here.
You make me sound like I'm some wicked witch of Milan.
I
need sewn up for I do good things. I do charity for children.
Yes.
Well, hey, is that your wife sitting on the crap?
Yes.
He wants to be a diamond someday, just like everybody.
So I says to the judge, I says, if it lasts for 6 years, it isn't really a temporary restraining order, is it?
Whoa, hold on.
The idea was Fred and Adam were talking, and instead of just having actors, just make it all guys that Sandler knows and loves. I hope he loves me because I love him.
Hey, it's me, Geezer. I'm your husband's best friend.
It's so fun to be around these guys because Sandler is like hysterically funny. Chris Rock, David Spade, Schneider, Kevin James is incredibly funny. So being around these guys, it's hard. It's very hard for me to be the funniest of all. But I do it. I manage.
Man, Hilliard's daughter is looking incredible.
Oh, yeah. The blonde or the brunette?
The hot one.
Ooh. Finally a man shows up. You like what you see?
Ooh. Yes.
You're gonna have to catch it.
Well, I gotta go. I hate to leave you, but I'll chase him to the end of the earth.
What people don't understand about movies is you have to memorize literally hundreds of words and then say them in a row.
Lenny, I didn't get to hang out with you all week.
Oh, Geezer, we're hanging out now, aren't we? I'm sorry, man.
It's an interesting thing. You say sorry. You know sorry is not in the Bible? Please forgive me. That's the way they say it in the Bible.
That's cool. That's an interesting fact.
Completely true, except for the Bible part.
So it's fun to be able to improvise because it's so hard to remember words in the order they're supposed to be.
Hey, what about they're going to have a 4th of July firework.
Listen, it's not as hard. It's not as hard as coal mining, but It's actually harder than coal mining, but I like to say it's not as hard as coal mining because it makes me sound like a man of the people. It's actually much harder than coal mining. Us coal miners, man. Huh. What do you call a kangaroo wearing sunglasses? Beats me. Usually on movies, you have to work with actors, and that's not that fun. But when you work with your old buddies, that's the coolest, yeah. Since when do you guys stand in lines? Don't you remember what you used to do without me all the time?
Backdoor shuffle. Backdoor shuffle.
Yeah.
Are we really gonna do this?
Backdoor shuffle.
Hey, come on. Should I come along?
No, you just stay, keep our place in mind.
I'll stay here. Okay, I'll stay here then.
Ladies and gentlemen, a sad moment in grown-ups history. We're saying goodbye to Norm Macdonald.
Thank you very much.
Never the grace to the shortest water.
Thank you, Dennis.
These broken pieces I hold in my hands don't have a chance to mend at all. Before they get thrown into chaos again, I try to pretend I'm whole enough to stand in this world, so I stay.
Too magic to win. I'll play you over and over.
When I first started, when I first came to Hollywood, my goal was just to get my name on there. You know how they write the names on the Comedy Store? Like,
I got my name on.
You got on
How
it?
long ago?
Yeah, about a year, almost a year ago.
A year ago. I'm 61 years old.
I never got it on there.
You never got it on at all?
No.
We'll make that happen.
I don't think so.
I'll bet you we could.
It's got to be bigger than the rest now.
Well, see what I can do.
I don't like is when they make those dirty drinks.
Dirty Sanchez?
Dirty Sanchez. That's what you drink.
What dirty drinks?
No, they say like
pink pussy,
huh?
like the pink pussy.
You don't have to be dirty, but the guy doesn't realize there's a TV camera aimed at him.
This is like your little brother.
God damn, man.
You have such control.
You're on a show that almost was the precursor for.
Oh, it definitely was a
precursor.
That's a good word.
Yeah.
Because that's in Breaking Bad. But
Yeah.
also Weeds was like kind of the
broke down the door for Breaking Bad.
broke down the door
Yeah,
for
yeah.
Breaking Bad, he says.
And he's the post-cursor. I got nothing, man.
He's just a cursor.
I'm just cursed.
God damn, no, your words you use. Pussy. You can say.
What was another dirty drink? What were you thinking of? I don't know shit about golf.
25,000 a week he cost.
Is that right?
What?
It says really.
Well, we also have to take a break.
Are you kidding me?
It says it right on the monitor.
We have no
Really?
sponsors.
Oh, I thought we do have a sponsor, right?
You know what's amazing that I didn't
We
know?
have no sponsors.
It's got word we have to take a break.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's great. Well, let's take a break.
All right. Let's take a break.
Say it to the camera.
How do you take it?
Let's take a break.
And that's it. That does it? Go ahead, say something to me, and I'm going to show you how I act by reacting.
How are you feeling, Kevin?
In my head, I'm thinking, how am I feeling? All right.
Jesus, that was good.
I'm not finished.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm all right. You?
I guess I'm all right. I don't know.
Worst reaction ever. Doesn't even know how he fucking. But whatever, you need a sidekick.
You have a sketch that you wrote that gets like on at 12:55.
Yeah.
And then Lauren comes and goes, you got to move this down to 4 minutes.
Yeah, how
You
do you
gotta make
do
it 3.5
that?
minutes.
How is that possible?
He says, we could either put it on or, we'll cut it and do it another week. And it's not going to get on another week.
Yeah.
So
It's
you
hard to
say,
do
"Oh,
that. You have to talk fast. And, you know what I mean?
No.
You don't know what
I
you
know
have to
it.
talk fast means?
Yeah, I know, but
That happened. How did you guys meet? Did you have to audition for
we
this?
covered that in the Tom Green episode. No, we met at Tempe Improv.
I like he's mad. He's like he's mad at you. We covered that in the Tom Green episode.
I was saying it to you. I met him when I used to manage the improv in Tempe.
I didn't
where
ask you
met
if you
the
managed
first
the
time.
improv. I just asked you where you met him.
He's good with that.
Wasn't Kip Adada the guy who went over to? No, that was Kelly Monteith.
Kelly Monteith, another one.
You
But
went
these guys
over-
were all like established when I came in.
What's his name from
Richard
Chicago?
Lewis.
I can't remember his name.
That's it?
That's how he helps out.
He used to do the two-man act with Tim Reed.
Tom Dreesen.
Dreesen.
Yeah.
Beretta was the best.
And the Little Rascals, I saw him in there.
Yeah.
The book was riveting.
And the Flying
You didn't read the book?
No, but I heard it.
Yeah, you heard it from me because I read it. God damn.
That was
this
a word you kept
motherfucker.
using, right?
I mean, no offense to him, but he's a good guy.
He's a good guy. Him and Beretta.
Had him do a joke.
All right. A good name for a dog is Syndrome. That then when he tries to attack someone, you can yell "Down, Syndrome."
Don't laugh.
It's not.
I
mean, it's yeah.
That's like
it was a little insensitive, I guess.
Go by this one.
Movie star and award-winning director Ben Affleck has vowed to live for one day on $1.50, or as Adam Egget calls it, a raise.
He did the joke and you were the punchline.
Yeah, I'm broke. There's going to be a Broadway musical based on the movie Rocky. I don't know if you guys heard about this. In the Broadway musical version of the show, after Rocky climbs the steps of the art museum, he goes inside and spends 2 hours looking at paintings.
Yeah, I know, god damn.
Goes inside and looks at what? Paintings?
He looks at paintings.
I like
for
that.
2
That's a good
hours. In England, a woman was arrested for throwing a birthday party for her 16-year-old son that included marijuana, alcohol, and strippers. Now she's got even bigger problems. What to do for his 17th birthday.
Whatever. You know what my favorite impression that you did was? When Sam Donaldson was on the chair.
That was hilarious. I loved you as the audience member in the Phil Hartman's Donahue sketch when the women, they were like battered wives or something similar to that.
Were you in the, thank you. Were you in the,
Thanks so much for calling in, Super Dave. Please come back.
I didn't call in, asshole. I didn't call in. You called me. I'm not calling into this. Let me explain something. If I'm homeless, I'm not calling in.
Duly noted, Super Dave.
You understand? You understand?
Yes.
I did see that Norm was Letterman's choice to be his last stand-up. I thought that was pretty.
That was a funny bit too about
that was great.
World War II.
Well, which one? The funniest bit I thought of Norm's that he said was how your phones change everything now.
Right.
That is a picture. He's got one grainy picture of his great grandfather, like separating the hogs on the farm.
Right.
But now, because everybody's got a phone right now, somebody from years from now, here's 1 million pictures of my great grandfather doing everything in their life.
And Norm's face when he did his grandfather,
Yeah, so he's just
horrified that someone's taking his picture, like, just looking like in shock, like don't take my picture.
Yeah.
Oh, that was a great bit.
Oh.
But didn't he do the Hitler bit too about it? Where Germany challenges the world. And then they fought the world again.
Norm Macdonald, and this is not a slam on Comedy Central. Sure it's not. But, this day's been coming a long time. Fucking, now listen. They had Norm Macdonald, who's like the most eclectic fucking Renaissance mad mind, hosting a goddamn sports show. That was their idea. That's called putting somebody in a fucking harness. He's hosting a goddamn sports show. Of course, that wasn't. Sports is one of the many. He doesn't even like sports. He just likes gambling, so he knows a lot about sports. You're taking one of the most brilliant minds and putting him in a fucking. I hope your next sports show is hosted by Aaron Hernandez. I'm serious.
Well, pound for pound, Manny Pacquiao is the greatest fighter in the world. This Saturday night, Pacquiao defends his welterweight title in Las Vegas. Now, I don't gamble anymore. You could say I had a bit of a problem. And my bankruptcy lawyers have said as much as well. Hey, Neil, you bet $25,000 on Pacquiao to win. I'm telling you, it's a mortal lock.
I like this Sugar Shane Mosley.
Sugar Shane who? What? You never told me about this guy? Why is he on the cover? So anyways, I'm worried about this guy, and I'll tell you why. He's bigger than you, and he's blacker. And that's what I go on with my boxing. I always pick the bigger, blacker guy. This is a lot of money. I want you to look me in the eye. Are you going to win this fight?
Yes.
The fight is this Saturday in Vegas, and I just want to tell you this is a real ticket. This is not some TV horse. So I really feel good about it, but part of me wishes I'd bet on the other guy.
Perfect reference there. Hey, now listen, did I hear some rumble that Brother Sandler sent out Maseratis to the cast of Grown Ups? Did you reap the benefit?
First of all, let me just say one thing. Nothing's better than Nancy Pelosi Augustus reference.
Pelosius Augustus.
I'm still swooning over that one. Yeah, Sandler gave Maseratis to Spade, Schneider, Kevin James, Chris Rock, all of whom need one, by the way. Very bad.
Exactly. What'd you get?
No bitterness, but me and Norm Macdonald, yeah, we're splitting a zip car.
And you split a zip car with Norm. It's like having one of those, those Christmas trees the drivers have that smells like North Slope Sensimilla.
Yeah, this car. I don't know. They must have been smoking pot in here or something.
Norm cancels on us once every 2 weeks, and I almost enjoy it more than him showing up at this point because he always wants me to talk to some ventriloquist puppet that he says is on the phone. A Holocaust tonight. What has happened to Norman?
And then when he sees you, he's going to go, how come you never have me on your show?
Nope.
We tried to get you on. What?
Nobody funnier, though. I mean, you got to give it to him.
Nobody funnier.
That guy, if I'm in a room with him for 10 minutes, they got to put the paddles on me because I flatline.
When I worked on his sports show.
Oh, yeah, you know him well, yeah.
I gave him a ride. Then I was staying at Neil's house. Then they're like 2 blocks away in Santa Monica. So Norm goes, it's Friday night. We have off Saturday. Norm goes, you want to come up? I go, no. I go, because I think he's tricking me. Because if I say yeah, then I'm gay. Yeah. So I go, no, I don't want to come up. So I go up. He eventually talks me into going up. It's awkward. So then I leave. Then when we go back to work, he goes, yeah. Then Brennan drops me up. He goes, can I come up? I'm like, what do you want to come up for? He goes, I want to see. I want to see your apartment. I go, the guy must be queer. Like he goes to the whole thing. He's like the boss. He's my boss, so I have to let him tell the story. You know? I can't interrupt him.
So funny. Yeah.
No, it's classic. I didn't know that was one of his classic
he's great
maneuvers.
At that kind of stuff.
You say you're homophobic.
No, he'll do it with anybody. I mean, we went shopping one time when we were doing the movie in Boston, and then the guy's like, he goes, I need to buy jeans. He just walks in and just announces, I need to buy jeans. Like, it's a store full of jeans, but he acts like, it's a fucking, whatever the jean store is. Yeah. And he acts like, I need jeans. And then the guy's like, well, sure. What size do you like? He goes, and so-and-so. He goes, all right, just go in the back of the booth. What? Go back there and you want me to take my pants off? Look at this guy. And he starts telling all the other customers, this guy just told me to go in the back and take my pants off. I just came in to buy clothes. This guy wants me to go in the back and just take your pants off. I'm in my underwear.
Was he saying that to him was somebody there with him, or was just?
I was with him.
Oh,
the whole store's laughing, but it's like,
oh my
what?
God.
He just causes a fucking ruckus.
That's classic.
Well, I don't understand what complex mathematics is, but one time I was in an elevator with Norm Macdonald, and we're in the elevator with these guys, because Norm Macdonald in an elevator is very, he will literally say the worst thing you can say about somebody and then leave, and you're left there with all the people. That's his thing, one of his things. But there's 2 guys who were talking about some complex mathematic thing. This is in the late 90s at 30 Rock. And they're saying this, I didn't even understand what language it was. It was a really deep mathematic thing. And then Norm Macdonald, who had never brought up math or anything like that to me in his life, goes, yeah, and starts speaking to them in this, what sounded like tongues. And they're like, oh, but, and they start speaking the binary, and he goes, and he starts speaking this mathematic talk, and then they leave. And then he goes to me like, yeah, those guys are nerds or something like that. And I was like, how do you know that? How did you know what they were talking about?
How did he know?
He's like, oh, you know,
He's a nerd too.
He knows something deep, like he knows these things sometimes.
He's a very smart guy.
Really smart.
Yeah.
One of those guys that just, you know, he'll just pretend not to know something. And be like, that's like, and then you're like, what? Anybody walks in the room, he knows what they're talking about, you know?
Yeah, he's the guy that really should have had a podcast a long fucking time ago. And I know he's doing something now. He sent me a text message the other day that he's starting to do a podcast now. Hey, Joe,
I'm doing a podcast.
Doing that thing we talked about. He should have done a lot because he had that show on Netflix, but they muzzled him when he went on the Howard Stern show.
Right.
And he was saying something, and he didn't want to say retarded, so he said, you'd have to have Down syndrome to believe that. Because he thought that'd be a better thing to say.
But here's the thing about Norm. I'm still not sure if he thought that would be a better thing to say.
Right, you never know.
Because he's so smart. He might have been doing it as a double troll.
Yeah.
No, Norm is capable of the double troll. It's like, I don't want to say retarded. Down syndrome.
The double troll, exactly.
Yes, he's the master of that stuff.
I randomly wound up sitting next to him on planes twice. On 2 different occasions, just like I go, Norm, like out of nowhere, and he's sitting next to me. And one time, we're sitting there, we're talking, and we're having a good old time. And then he's talking about, I quit smoking. He's telling me how he quit smoking and finally quit smoking. And he's telling me all these things. And then when he lands, he literally like he can't stop himself, runs into the airport store and buys cigarettes. And he's lighting it as he's leaving. I go, I thought you quit. He goes, I did. But all that talking about smoking makes me want one. And he's like, before he even got out the door, he's lighting the cigarette. He just couldn't stop himself.
But I like that he goes, all that talking. He's the one talking about it. All that talking. He always puts it on you. That's what's great about it.
But
he's like, this guy talks about smoking. He got me back smoking.
But it was so crazy because I was like, that's great, Norm. It's so great you quit. And he's like, fuck, I want a cigarette.
No, he always do like, I mean, I don't drink, I quit drinking. And it was like, oh, really? Did you drink a lot? Yeah. I quit. I finally had to quit, It's hard, but I did it. And they're like, oh. He goes, yeah, because I got fucking wasted last night. And I said, I'm never going to drink again. I was drunk. And people are like, wait, I thought you quit. Yeah, I quit. That's what I'm saying. He's always...
Last night?
Yeah. It's like an elaborate, like Abbott and Costello routine.
Yes, exactly. Well, the gambling, too. He fucking loves gambling.
Yeah.
Loves it.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. But that's a thing. Like, a lot of these great comics are, like, really impulsive.
Yeah.
It's like something about, like, the ability to say some of the crazy shit that he says.
Yeah.
It's, you have to have this like, hot wire.
Yeah.
It's just like, you just want to touch it.
Yep. Oh, no, he's one for the books.
Yeah.
On the subject of SNL, and it's sweet when you took over for Norm, and Gilbert and I haven't said anything. Gilbert, I don't know, have you spoken publicly since Norm passed about him, Gil?
I don't know if I've
We haven't
spoken
said
publicly.
anything on this show,
Yeah.
which we would like to do now. You both knew him well, but the bartender speech when you took over, and obviously it was a very awkward period for you.
Oh, God.
To be stepping into that role and also a friend's job.
Yes. Yeah. It was like we lived in the same building, too.
You know how you go to your favorite bar and your local bartender isn't there? You ask, where's Jeff? Jeff no longer works here. I'm Steve. And you're thinking, hey, who's this idiot? I like Jeff. But you still want your drink? And even though Steve doesn't mix your drink the same way you're used to, like Jeff, you still like the bar. You don't have to go to a different bar. And even Steve might feel kind of bad because Jeff trained him.
Did he ever say anything to you about that? Did he ever give you a blessing?
He was so he was so classy in not saying anything.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that's all.
You have that great I'm Steve, what can I get you?
Yeah.
The bartender piece.
Well, I'm Steve. What can I get you?
But I wish it would have stayed the way it was. But, it is what it is. But, yeah, Norm is... he's so funny. He was so distinctively funny.
Nobody like him, really.
No, he had his own thing. You know what I mean? He was just very... like Gilbert. I mean, they just have their own... They march to their own drummer, even in a business where everybody marches to their own drummer. they both have that, idiosyncratic thing where it just be like, this is how I am, and that's it. And it's great. But, you have to tune to their frequency. It's not like you can just,
You know what's funny about that first update you did? Here's Norm being fired, as we all know, by Don Ohlmeyer,
right,
because of cutting too close to the bone with the OJ jokes, when in fact he was doing a public service by telling those OJ jokes. And I'm watching you do your first update. There's an OJ joke. It's like the third joke.
Yeah.
In the February issue of Esquire magazine, O.J. Simpson said that if I had killed Nicole, it would have been because I loved her very much. And then he said, and if I had killed Ron Goldman, it would have been because he accidentally witnessed me loving Nicole very much. Somebody should buy this guy a John Gray book, all right?
You shook his hand once? OJ? Getting out of a car?
Well,
he was getting out of a limo?
He was getting out of a limo middle of the afternoon, and I have no psychic energy. I've never had those kinds of things, But for whatever reason, this was in an afternoon. He's getting out of a limo with a girl. It's spring break. It's packed with people. It's Florida. And they're like, hey, do you want to meet OJ? I go, yeah, OJ, he's greatest running back of all time. Great, charming movie star. I shake his hand. He shakes my hand. And he's not even looking at me. He's looking past me. And he shakes my hand. And I felt like a jolt of, evil. I swear to God.
It's like the Dead Zone.
That's what it was like. That's what it was like. And I was like, that was weird, OJ. I love OJ. Well, that was weird energy,
Wow. So you picked up on something.
I feel like I did, It's, of course, in retrospect, but I remember telling people at the time, so.
I was also fond of, going back to your SNL bits, Colin Quinn Explains the New York Times.
Yeah, that was a good one.
And the St. Pat's editorial and Joe Blow. You look like you were having fun, and the best stuff is you and Norm together.
That's right. That's right.
There's obviously an affection that comes across on the screen.
Yes, yeah, and that was the early days of it. It was great.
I'm sorry we never managed to get him here. We tried, and for whatever reason, he was as elusive as you.
He's more elusive. He's like,
he was.
I love to do it. I'd love to. You're like, oh, good. How about next week? Yes. What day? And you're like, okay. Yeah. He's like, all right, call him and we'll set it up. Next week is perfect because I'm doing this. And you're like, hey, I'll say Norm. Years later, what happened? What? I thought I was going to come on your show. What happened? It's like, oh, Jesus, Norm.
Well, like you say, march to his own drum.
Yeah.
Thinking of Richard, thinking of Wayne, obviously, Norm recently, it's like, I remember growing up and asking, I grew up Catholic. I asked the priest, I said, does God have a sense of humor? Because I had jokes about Catholicism and all that. Yeah. Of course, God has a sense of humor. And in my mind, I'm like, if God really had a sense of humor, if a comic dies, they should be allowed from wherever they are to have one tweet or something a week that we all have access to. Just waiting okay, I can't wait for that weekly tweet. What is it going to be? What's the topic?
I think of that with Norm a great deal because I think he... I really enjoyed listening to him. Yeah. Just listening.
Did you gig with him quite a bit?
No, I only knew him. I knew him from just hanging out. He was a fun guy to listen to talk.
Right. I did a lot of gigs at the Factory with him. He had that era after SNL, and I was there, and he was always in his hockey shirt, and he's just kind, but one of those people that you popped in the room. You wanted to know what he was going to come up with.
Yeah.
I heard the funniest story. We can cut this from the podcast, so it'll just be between us. But I heard the funniest story years ago. So right around the time that MySpace, and stories about Norm, you just want to absorb them because they're always so funny. And as funny as he was on shows and stuff, he was just funny like that all the time, evidently, out in the world. Yeah. So he, years ago, when MySpace was a big deal, and you put all your money on it, I remember you sold your house and you put everything.
Do as I do.
Do as I do.
I'm sleeping in the alley tonight outside the theater.
So Conan parked my car when I got here. So MySpace was a big thing, and the first person to really monetize it or figure out a way to use it to benefit their career was the comedian Dane Cook, who's fine. I don't know the guy at all, and he's fine. But he had really kind of made a name for himself by getting followers on MySpace. So I remember Sudeikis told me that he was going up to 30 Rock one day to just rehearse on SNL or something, and he sees Norm downstairs, and Norm says, "Hey, Jason, who's hosting the show this week there?" And Sudeikis goes, it's Dane Cook. And Norm goes, "Oh yeah, that guy's a genius." And Sudeikis goes, "Oh yeah?" And he goes, No, a computer genius. That's such a funny joke. That's so funny. He just...
But I'll send one joke and you can make a determination. So he said, remember the joke he did about Dahmer, where he essentially reads the UPI wire copy of the Jeffrey Dahmer trial, and it's so I mean, it could not be grimmer. It's like Hieronymus Bosch sort of, and he disemboweled the young boy and ate the entrails, all that stuff. And it gets to the end of the joke, and Norm says, in his defense, Dahmer said he started it. It's so such a Norm.
Hire him on the spot.
Hired him on the spot. Yep. Put him in a room with Drake Sather, the great Drake Sather, who was on that Young Comedian special with us. And they tinfoiled the window shut like Elvis. They both smoked Smicks.
Nuts.
And the head writer would go over and ask him for jokes at a certain time, and they bridled at that. And I said, listen, these guys are rare Avis. Think of that as a orchid hothouse. Those are two geniuses. You can't ruin the humidity in there. So I said, I went over to Norm and Drake, and I said, listen, guys, I'm not going to take your best jokes. I don't want to know your best jokes. I need some 6s and 7s for this monologue. Because Norm would write jokes that I'd have to hand back to him. They were so brilliant. I said, I can't tell. I'm not going to take this joke. This will be what something and Drake too. He was a stone killer. So they said, fine. So at 1:30, it literally is like the food slot in Papillon, where the jokes would slide out into the door. And out of 12 jokes, some of them were so crazy that you thought, I'm going to go to hell just for seeing this joke. And then a couple were just they were two brilliant minds, and you know how they love to be left alone.
Do you know the comedian Drake Sather?
Sure. Well, he's your half a man.
They were roommates. They were office mates.
Shit.
They were office mates at Dennis Miller.
We were really good buddies. But we figured we'd try to figure out how to write a movie.
Yeah.
So there was this course. I tell you this, right?
I think so, yeah.
There's this course. Robert McKee taught this course over 3 days at UCLA.
He's like the most
He's the hackiest, the worst.
But the most famous.
How to write in $3,000.
Yeah, exactly. So it's 10 hours a day. So me and Drake we're fucking lost immediately, like an hour in. We don't know what the fuck anybody's talking about. But he started the thing, by saying, he said, it's all about story. He goes, we all know people. It doesn't matter the contents of the story. It's how you tell the story. We all met great storytellers, and it doesn't matter what the story is. Like, because we've all met people, the worst thing could happen to them. Like their child could die, but they tell the story as nothing. Meanwhile, another woman could be telling a story about how she missed the bus that morning, and just captivate you, with all the details, and it'd be fascinating. So then for the whole rest of the 10 hours, Drake kept turning to him and he'd go, hey, Marjorie, I don't mean to be insensitive, but that story of your boy dying, bit of a yawner. I don't know if you've heard Mabel's story about getting on the bus this morning, but might pick up a few pointers. And then you just do different variations of it all day long.
Oh, but I am trying to be healthier, though. I want to quit smoking, but I just know if I do, I'm going to go right back to cocksucking. that how it is? You know, you drop one bad habit, another one marches right in there, you know? And the oral habits are the hardest to break.
I know to smoke.
I'll smoke it for you. If you
No,
no,
I'm trying to.
I just figured it would be rude not to offer you a light.
It's nice, but I'm trying not to. And I feel if I
sitting there with a cigarette,
I feel if I, took one puff. I have an oral fixation, my doctor tells me, which is not good.
How did he know that?
I was sucking his cock. The iron horse of broadcasting.
It's iron. You don't pronounce it iron.
That's what everybody tells me.
It's the iron horse. Like Lou Gehrig was the iron horse of baseball.
Yes.
The word I-R-O-N is iron. No, iron.
Iron.
Right. Not. It should be iron. That's what makes English the world's toughest language.
Yeah.
Right? Sure.
It is the
Because
toughest language.
to
To me,
learn.
it's the easiest. Yeah.
And
take a look.
it's cast iron.
It's
if I
cast
remember.
iron.
Iron.
Cast iron grilling grates that
Are
are
you kidding when you say iron?
You know what? Don't be like fucking Larry King. That motherfucker, I say iron and he's up my asshole for fucking 4 days.
I heard you had Larry King on here.
Cast
Your show
iron.
that's amazing, by the way. No one gets on Larry King.
Cast
Larry
iron.
King gets you.
Cast iron grilling grates. Look at that.
Why doesn't that clock work?
Why doesn't that cock work?
That clock works.
My cock works.
Oh, this clock over
Your
here.
mind is going somewhere, Norm.
No, I thought that's what you said. I was trying to.
What? No, iron horse.
What do you say? Iron.
Iron. You got it right.
Iron. I'll tell you this, Larry. Say what you want about how huge and fat my head has gotten, but forget it.
Try iron.
But here's what I heard Larry King say one time. This woman had lost her child, for some reason, dead, And then Larry King said, Paul Newman told me you never get over it. Like a psychopath question. That's what I heard Larry King say to a guy once. The guy had lost his child. Oh, no. And Larry King goes, Paul Newman told me you never get over it. It's like some unfeeling psychotic.
I had all my kids on Larry King one time.
Yeah?
And I had my little boy Buck. Was about 7 then. I had all.
You mean
all
it was
5
one of those
my
ones where it's a bunch of chairs
Yeah,
in there?
all 5 of my kids and.
On set?
Yeah, getting interviewed there, and he asked to talk to everybody, and then he looks at my little boy and he goes, "So who's your mom?"
Well, he said he never researched.
He doesn't do any research.
He goes, my kid goes, "Mom."
What is?
We hate the most.
That's the one thing I fear is dying.
Man, that haunts me.
Because the thought of not existing, it's like, what the new thing they call it is? Dirt nap.
Good God, Larry.
That's what they call it, a dirt nap.
You would not say that on Hulu.
No, I wouldn't say it, but I'd say it here.
Terry, he's sitting in the chair you were sitting in, and I asked him, what do you think about most of the time now? You don't have a show anymore. He goes, death. I was like, good God. I'm trying to do it. I'm trying to do a little breezy conversation. And he's like, I don't believe there's anything afterwards either. Just dirt. You're smothered in it. I'm like, all right, easy. And he looks like he's been already dead 10 years. He looks so much older than he does, doesn't he?
We saw him in Hawaii.
Calm your fears about death?
Yeah, please.
Be
serious. Are you being serious?
I'm being completely serious. Because I used to be, as he knows, obsessed with it. And I would ruminate it all night on it. And then I came to a realization that you and death will never intersect. As long as you're here, death is not. As long as death is there, you are not.
Yeah, but since you know it's coming.
Oh, but you don't want that.
And we were like, Jesus Christ, it's like, like a gargoyle. But then the next month or so, remember, I went to do a show, and he looked good. Like, I guess they you know, they put makeup
Oh
on.
yeah,
obviously.
they get the people that work over at Madame Tussauds. but then he lights up, of course. It's like those performers that, you know, like Rickles, and then he's on stage, and all of a sudden, you know. So that's the great thing, I guess. You want to go?
But knowledge, I have the I can't take away the knowledge that is coming. I don't believe I'm going anywhere.
You don't?
Do not not believe in a higher power looking down on me. Why a bomber in Boston? Because if there is a God, he's omnipotent.
Yes.
If he's omnipotent, he could prevent it.
Yes.
Why didn't he prevent it?
I don't know, man, but you got to
Don't
stop
get in.
hanging out in that hot tub with Bill Maher all the time and get some. It sounds like you got a God-shaped hole in your heart.
What the hell are you talking about?
Welcome to Norm Macdonald Live, episode number 2, and tonight we have the great Tom Green on the show. We will be asking him questions, interviewing him. I will be interviewing him along with my trusty sidekick, Adam Egret.
It's Egret.
Egret.
Yeah, no,
He's
yeah.
right.
I had a little guy on my show that I found in the
A little
Royal York.
person.
A little person.
Should explain to the folks.
And he was an alcoholic. And he
Like Adam
we
Egret.
put him up. Yeah, we put him up at the Royal.
Okay, we're back with Adam Egret and Egret, rather. Here, pray.
I'm Adam.
Whatever. Well, that name's a name. Jesus Christ, it gets fucking.
You knew what he meant.
A new study shows dogs can tell when people are doling out fake praise. So I guess that's the one thing that differentiates my dog from Adam Idget. Who's Adam Idget? Oh.
Just a funny name.
Oh, just a funny name? Okay, all right.
Adam Idget is him.
Oh, I didn't know that's your last name.
His name is Adam Egget.
Egget.
So
I had no idea you were Adam Egget.
be nice to
I
him.
forget sometimes.
Okay. I'm not saying that your trusty sidekick, Adam Egget, is dumb, but on his contract where it said sign here, he wrote Capricorn. To a letterman.
That's so dumb. What's an octoroon?
Well, I don't know. It seems to me some
eighth of a black guy? Is that what you're going to say?
Isn't it an octoroon, Andy?
It is an eighth of a black guy. Who is Andy? You were just,
Who is Andy?
You just said Andy.
I was thinking of Andy Kindler, my good friend.
Because you're
I
pointing.
thought he was here.
No,
It seemed
that's
almost like it was
Adam.
point. Yeah,
Adam.
that's
Well,
fine.
Andy and Adam.
No, it's
That's
fine.
great.
It sounds close. Adam
Yeah,
Sandler,
it's
Andy
close enough.
Sandberg.
You a
know
boy.
what I mean?
Adam.
Yeah.
How could I forget that? Adam.
We're gonna have Adam Egget do a joke.
Oh, good. And it's Adam, not Andy.
No, I know. I'm trying.
You don't hear any more about.
In the camera.
Oh, sorry. You don't hear any more about Bob Costas' infected eye. Who is stonewalling this investigation? You thinking about a year I would work on my delivery.
You don't hear any more about Bob Costas' infected eye? Who's stonewalling this investigation?
He's a consummate amateur.
Neil Patrick Harris posed nude for the cover of Rolling Stone except for a hat hanging off his wiener. And this morning, Adam Egget. Oh, is that your name? Fucking change it. And this morning, Adam woke up and said, "Hey, where's my hat?"
Neil Patrick Harris' cock.
It's on his dick. Go get it.
I bet Neil Patrick Harris fucking shoved his cock deep up his asshole. Huh? Adam Egret, who is, by the way, I'll just remind you, he's over here. That's him. Yeah. It's a joke, an Adam Egret joke.
How do you say the name?
Adam Egret.
Egret. Spelt differently.
Like the bird.
That's Egret.
Do you know what Adam Egret has in common with a guitar player?
Adam Egret has in common with a guitar player. No, I don't know.
They both love fingering minors.
Now, okay, come on now. Come on now.
Do you remember when you said this? Note to self, making love to blow-up doll, not as good as advertised. No. Oh, sorry, I must have gone too far there. I'll just...
Let's take calls here. It's Love Line. Norm Macdonald is here. I'm Stryker and Dr. Drew. It's 1-800-LOVE-191 out in Utah. Mickey, you're 23. What's happening?
Hey, guys. How's it going?
Good.
Hey, happy belated birthday, Dr. Drew.
Thanks, Mickey. What's happening, buddy?
Not too much. Hey, Stryker, how much you want to make a bet I could throw this football over them mountains?
Very good. Very, very good. Napoleon Dynamite.
Oh, yeah. A quick question. After sex, I take like a day to recover, but I've heard some guys take like an hour.
What do you mean recover?
Before I can have sex again.
Yeah, I mean, you're 23. Most 18-year-olds take like 30 to 60 minutes. In your mid-20s, that starts to lengthen a bit.
A whole day, you mean just to get an erection?
No, before you can perform again, basically, right?
Yeah, a day at the most. Sometimes it's,
Is it before you're interested again or before you could possibly again?
Before I'm interested again.
All right, well, that's just you. That's
Well,
all right.
I mean, what difference does it make?
I don't know. Can you speed it up?
But why would you want to have more sex when you don't want to have more sex?
Right, when you're satisfied.
Because maybe his lady likes it in the morning and in the night.
Well, if you're going to do things for other people, then
how dare you
live your life that way?
Being of service. Oh my God.
I guess he could try Viagra, Drew, if he wants to speed it up.
Yeah, but then that doesn't increase the interest that much. It increases the potential.
But the product below the equator is going to rise.
It's going to rise the occasion.
I think that, with that Viagra commercial, I think one of the most depressing things would be if you went to your doctor and he told you you weren't in good enough shape to have sex.
Yeah.
It's got to be sad.
That's not good. Is that possible that
That's what they say on the commercial.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah, they say check with your doctor to make sure you're in good enough physical condition.
Oh, my goodness.
To run around on a lady.
And one thing they point out, they say in the commercial, if your erection lasts 6 hours or longer, you should see a doctor.
Yeah, because
That's called
priapism.
priapism. Yeah, that's one of the side effects.
But is that
Side.
bad if you have an erection? Well, you can use it, though, all day.
No. It's a
The
painful erection.
tissue begins to die. The blood is trapped.
Yes.
They must cut a vein.
Did this happen to you, Dr. McDonald?
No, I know a lot about medical stuff. I'm not a hypochondriac, but
kind of one.
No, I'm very, very cautious, Dr. Drew, because people call me a hypochondriac. Once I had a pap smear, but no, that's a joke. I have to identify it as a joke. But I'm very, very cautious.
Yeah.
And people call me a hypochondriac. I go to the Mayo Clinic every year.
Lisa in Phoenix, you're 25. What's going on?
Hi, Dr. Drew.
Hey, Lisa.
I wanted to know, if it's possible to tear your clitoris?
Norm?
Well, Norm recently had a pap smear. Did you ask the doctor that?
Yeah, tear your clitoris.
Now, is this you tearing it or your boyfriend being very rough down there pulling it apart?
Or do you have a piercing and get caught on something?
No, it was actually when I was younger. I was masturbating.
With what, a stapler?
No.
What'd you do?
No, with my finger. I was, I guess, pulling on my clitoris, and I heard something, not like snap, but
There.
make a noise. And ever since then, as I've gotten older, it doesn't seem right. Like right sensation. Sometimes when I get aroused, it's painful. And this is.
I doubt that has much to do with it. Of course, it's soft tissue, and you can tear it like any tissue. However, there's reports of women like having their clitorises removed in these weird cultures that do this stuff, and they still can have sexual functioning.
Really?
So it's a pretty hard area to damage to the point that affects your function.
One episode of masturbating probably is not causing one horrible episode apparently when she heard something snap at the clitoris. I've never heard that expression.
Snap.
No, I mean it sounds crazy, but I actually heard something, almost like a snap noise.
What were you doing?
Like when Joe Theismann heard his knee pop out.
But what
you
were
heard when your clitoris snapped
I need
out.
to know what you. I don't need to know.
Well,
but I'm just curious.
Is it normally like is your clitoris like a loop?
Yours, Drew, is a loop. What kind of a loop? So, sort of. There's a hood.
Because now, it feels like I don't even know how to explain it. Like there's, two ends. Like it's not connected in the middle.
She should get that looked at. Like a snake's tongue?
No.
No?
Definitely have the doctor look at it. I doubt that you pulled the clitoris free of the nerve and blood supply. If that's what you're thinking.
I imagine it just dangling by one little thread.
Yeah, that's not what you did. Okay.
Does it work?
I'm sorry?
Does it work?
Well, yeah. I can still, get off, but well, I can get myself off. I've only encountered one guy that could actually get me off.
That's not good.
That's weird. That's interesting. I heard. Do you know why girls use these two fingers
He's
first and
holding
second
up,
finger.
He's holding up his index and third.
Use these two fingers to achieve the best climax.
Why?
Because they're mine.
That's good. Is there a special thing they do, those two?
No, I've never
He
found
doesn't
one.
have his own CD coming out September 12th for nothing called Norm Macdonald Ridiculous.
I've never found a clitoris. I don't even think I could find a guy's testicles if I tried.
How about the young man that came to your apartment?
What?
Never mind.
You were drunk. He was drunk.
Oh,
Striker, he was drunk.
Oh, that guy.
That guy, yeah, the handsome 21-year-old. Jordan, 15. Where are you, in Boise?
No, actually in Weezer.
In Weezer, okay. Out in Idaho. What's going on?
I play football and stuff.
Yeah.
And, yeah, I got cleated down there, and I think
On your foot?
This is a bit right here in your first act. I got cleated in my nuts. Just say
cleated
that
in your
line and
nuts.
say you're from Weezer, Idaho. You're fine.
Clear your nuts, yeah.
And I think I popped my testicle.
Yeah, well, that's actually very, very serious. Why didn't you have that checked out?
Well, I kind of went to the doctor, and he didn't do anything.
Did it swell up?
No, not really, but it really hurts, and that
Still?
was like a week ago.
Do you get erections normally?
Kinda.
All right. You probably didn't fracture it, but you can.
You probably did if he gets kinda erections.
Yeah.
No, because usually when you fracture it, swells and the erection shuts down completely, and for a little while anyway. And the problem with the fractured testicle, it dies. So you need to have what's called an ultrasound done on the testicle to see if it's intact.
Can they bring it back to life?
No.
Yeah, well, it's just things they can do sometimes.
Well, I mean, I know baseball catchers got them crushed and have to get them removed.
Yeah, then they remove them if they're totally smushed. But sometimes they just fracture and they kind of get them back going again.
Gina, San Francisco. What's going on? You're on Loveline.
Hi, how you doing?
Good.
So good. Well, first off, I want to say I absolutely love Norm Macdonald. You are awesome.
Oh, thank you, Gina.
And I've had a crush on you for a really long time.
Good Lord. It's a little unseemly for this type of program.
What's that?
Nothing. I was just kidding. That's very flattering.
Thank you. You have a very sexy voice.
Wow. She keeps going. Engaging.
Hey, anytime in San Francisco, baby. But, anyhow.
If you're not a 21-year-old boy in New York, he ain't coming with you.
What are you?
I don't know what I'm saying. I'm just kidding. Gina, he looks really good tonight, too. He's got kind of that 5 o'clock shadow beard going on.
Comfortable hat on.
Very comfortable hat, a sweatshirt. He's drinking his coffee. He's kind of, it looks like he's doing a commercial for Folgers or something.
Worst phone sex ever.
So what's up, my dear?
They're outsourcing the phone sex now. You ever phone, you get them Indian ladies? Oh. I would be happy to do something to your penis if you would tell me what to do, sir.
Well, anyhow. So my question, and maybe Norm could give me some advice on this, and you could reinforce it perhaps. But
is it about sex?
Yeah.
All right, bring it on.
Okay. Well, there's a gentleman that I kind of see. I really like him, but he won't go downtown, if you know what I'm saying.
I know exactly what you're saying. A lot of the listeners probably don't understand such a veiled reference, but
why won't he?
Definitely require this.
Why does he not like it?
He said, I asked him, and he said it was texture, and that's A-okay, but he's like, a few years older than me.
That's a reason not to eat eggplant. That's not a reason.
Or peanut butter.
Yeah, it's not a reason not to help your girlfriend.
But the question is, do you go down on him?
Yeah.
Well, why don't you tell him, look, dude, I'm done doing that unless you reciprocate and get in the ball game downtown there.
Because I kind of like it.
But why, what's your boyfriend's name, Gina?
Well,
John Lovitz.
What's that?
No, why should he? Maybe he finds it disgusting.
Oh, nice.
That's what kind of...
Well, I mean, it's certainly not a natural thing to do, is it?
What?
It's a made-up thing. Somebody made it up.
It's been made up for a while, don't you think?
Well, but it's not intercourse. So, like, what if he wanted anal sex from you?
Okay, let me explain myself a little bit more, because clearly I haven't seen my point.
She's down for everything, I think.
More of a freak than he is. Like everything, anywhere, everywhere. You still like me?
Yeah, my God. First time I have.
Regina, here's the deal.
Married, Norm, by the way? Anyways.
Gina. Calm down, my dear. Hey, Gina. Slow down.
Yeah, so, I mean...
Gina,
hold on one second.
Slow down.
Hold on. Go ahead, Drew.
Manicky.
Go ahead, Drew.
Stryker gave you the answer a while ago. I know you like going down on him, but you actually can coerce him by saying, okay, you don't want to do this, I don't want to do that. That's it. You have the power. And if he won't do this, it's only really a relationship. What?
She's still talking.
Oh, Gina, quiet, will you? It's only a real relationship when there's mutuality, when, there's sometimes you have to do something you don't want to do, but it makes the other person happy, and sometimes they got to do something for you.
But however, Dr. Drew, would you extend that to, like, analingus?
There are, everybody's got their limits, and this guy's maybe had his limits. Yeah. And the fact is, but that may be a deal breaker for the relationship for her. They need to really explore this. I mean, he has to be very clear, she has to be very clear that this is critically important to her.
Yeah.
And it's a little different. Analingus, for many women, they are only going to have an orgasm with oral sex. That's a common thing. And so,
by receiving the oral sex.
Well, if the guy, first of all, Gina, if the guy doesn't like doing that thing you were saying, high likelihood he's gay.
Oh, he's not gay.
I'd say probably 90, maybe 80, 90%.
Like, I had a lot of experience with gay men. Like, my best friend all growing up was gay, and, like, I have radar, if I do say so myself, and he is definitely not gay.
All right.
Like,
Well, maybe you should work on the texture of your vagina.
Oh.
I mean,
We should go from what, abalone to
down
conch?
there, but
what
makes you feel better.
are we
Like,
doing here?
What was that last thing?
any part of me.
Don't you ever
stop talking?
Now, I've heard a lot of guys don't like doing that because they feel it emasculates them or something. Have you ever heard that?
Yeah, I've heard that, and there's certain sort of ethnicities that are really not into it.
I heard black guys.
Yeah, even Jamaican guys are really something.
Yeah, the Jamaican.
Yeah.
They're black, aren't they?
Yeah, well, they're Jamaican, right?
Yeah,
I don't know.
yeah.
But whether you like it or not, you are doing it to please your partner because she is doing something to you to
she
please
needs that,
you.
right? She
Yes.
needs that, so.
Yes. And if it's making her happy, bite the goddamn bullet and do it.
I agree.
Yeah.
Even if it's
well,
just
you
for
shouldn't
5
bite.
minutes.
I don't think you should bite.
No,
because
no.
That's just being passive aggressive, and she won't want to do it again.
Take the bullet.
Counterclockwise swirl with your tongue will be fine.
Is that what the play is?
I think. Or just do the alphabet with your tongue. That's what some lady told me a long time ago.
Well, they love the Q. I know that.
Yeah. Heather in Moreno Valley, you're 21, on with Norm Macdonald here. What's going on?
Hey, first of all, the alphabet with the tongue is best bet.
Ah. Well, Norm zeroed in on one letter. I think he's probably right. He said Q. Just stay with Q.
Second of all, Stryker, how do I get your job?
Let's see. What do you look like?
Oh,
just kidding.
Hot.
No, I'm just kidding. Come by sometime. You can hang out in here.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm sure that will happen.
You live out there in the 909. You're not that far.
Yeah, not that far at all.
All right,
But
well, bring
I love your job, I got to tell you that.
Oh.
You guys are awesome, and Stryker, you're hot.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
You got any sexual? You got any? She got it? Do you have any sexual dysfunctions?
Not at all. Not at all.
What the hell?
She was just calling to say kudos
That's
to
a
you.
dysfunction.
Was that?
I said I love sex. That's a dysfunction.
Yeah, it is. You should love children and puppy dogs.
No.
You should just need sex.
21, no children for me.
Good
Yes,
for you.
good girl.
All right, thanks for calling, Heather.
All right, bye.
All right, we'll see you later. Let's talk to another caller from Idaho. Jennifer, you're 15. What's going on?
Yeah. I have been with my boyfriend
Oh,
for...
was that a smoke
Smoke
alarm?
alarm.
Jennifer,
Yeah?
you hear that beeping in the
I
background?
know. This girl's smoking.
No. So what's the deal?
I just moved back in with my mom like a week ago.
All right, well, your mom should
Well, where
be,
were you at 15, not with your mom? Were you with your dad?
No, I was living with my boyfriend out in Oregon with his parents.
That is not cool.
How old's the boyfriend?
He just turned 19.
Where'd you meet him?
At like a movie dance kind of deal, kind of thing, something weird like
And
that.
what did he do, and what was going on with you in Idaho that you picked up your stuff at 14, 15 years old and went to Oregon?
What's up with your mom that she allowed that to happen?
Actually, I was around like 12 or 13.
What the hell?
Yeah.
How'd your mom let that happen?
I don't know. My mom is kind of weird.
Where's your dad?
I have no idea.
Oh, so this 19-year-old must have been a piece of work.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Well, we've been together for about 3.5 years now.
And what's your question?
Well, my question is that we started being sexually active about 1.5 years ago.
When you were 14. It's a beautiful thing.
Yeah.
13 and a half. Don't have kids, for God's sakes. Do not have kids, Jennifer. How old was your mom when she had kids?
She was 15 when she had me.
Jennifer, do not do that.
I know.
All right. Birth control.
Does she already have a kid?
Me?
Yeah.
No, I have no kids.
Are you on birth control? Does he wear a condom every time?
Yeah.
Right.
I have 9 siblings. I don't need no kids.
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
I cannot concentrate because I'm hearing a smoke alarm chirp, and now I'm anticipating it.
I'll
How do you
go
live in
outside.
that?
I'm sorry.
No. Go, Jennifer, let's get to the bottom of this. What's the question?
So about a week ago, he's decided that, he doesn't want to have any more sex until we get married. Like, no sex. Like, he doesn't even really want me to touch him. And I've tried to break up with him because, like, he doesn't even want me to, like, hold his hand or anything. And we live together.
Why would you want to break up with him just because he's trying to sort of do something special for your wedding?
No, like, he doesn't want me to touch him, even. Like, he won't even kiss me or anything.
Is he on medication?
Is he on medication?
Is he on medication?
Him or me?
He. Well,
No,
both
he's
you.
not on anything.
What are you on?
I'm not on anything. I'm supposed to be on Ritalin, but I'm not.
All right. And he's not doing drugs?
No. And, like, he doesn't want me to touch him or anything, and I tried to break up with him because I figured that might be what he wants, and, like, he cried.
And what do you say the reason he doesn't want you to touch him is?
He won't tell me a reason. He's like, because I just don't want you to.
Maybe because he's 19 and he's realizing you're only 15, and A, he could go to jail for that, and B, maybe he just doesn't really want to see you anymore. Even though you tried to break up with him and he was fake the crime, what do you think, Drew?
I just worry there's something, that he is actually still doing drugs, or there's something psychiatric going on here. It's just a weird, not allowed touching. 19 is when major psychiatric illness usually emerges. In that age, in that early 20s, 19 to 18, 19.
So do you think I should, like, stick it out, or what?
You've been this guy a long time. You really like him. You need to find out what's going on. Figure it out, okay? Then make a decision what you're going to do with it. But there's more information to be had here.
Did you go to high school and stuff?
Yeah, what about school?
I go to school part-time and work the other.
You can go to high school part-time. I wish they had that when I went. That would have been so fun.
They had that when I went.
They did. And look where it got you. All right, let's talk to the girl in Arizona. What's up, Christy?
Not much. I was just wondering if I could get some advice from you guys.
Here we go.
All right. So I have, like, a really bad gag reflex.
Yeah.
And I feel really bad because every time I, like, I'm pleasing my partner there, I always, like, have to pull, like, back right as he's about to, finish up, I guess.
He's fine.
But I feel really bad. So is there, like, any advice on, like, what I can do to maybe, like, get it to not kick in so much?
I don't know about how to fix your gag reflex, Christy.
But she's pulling it off.
But yeah, hold on. You're getting the job done, and B, you're in the area, and he's happy that your mouth is within 2 inches of his penis, but your mouth is actually on the penis and getting it done.
Yeah.
Kudos to you, Christy.
I like it when it's 2 inches from it.
And, like,
If
do
someone
you guys have any, like, advice of, like, what do you guys like? Because, I mean, I'm only 18, I don't have a whole lot of experience in these
Just calm down, Chrissy. Relax.
No, I like
Your boyfriend's happy. Calm down.
Norm, she wants to know, how do you like it?
Is your boyfriend, like, endowed, like, or big? Is he big? Does he have a big, whatever you want to call it? You know what I'm asking.
In my experience, he's pretty average with the typical guys that I've been screwing, I guess.
Christy went to finish your school out here in California.
You were so polite in the beginning. I go down to my partner. Like, hey, he's advertised compared to all the boys I'm screwing in Arizona.
Well, Dr. Drew would know the statistics on this. Like, let's say the average. I'm just going by myself. What's the average? Like 9.5. Like, on an average-sized penis, would the average woman gag on that, or be able to?
No. It really is an issue of that individual's gag response. And yes, some people, if anything passes their teeth, even like a toothbrush, they'll gag. And this is not her. She's actually pretty good. She gags when there's something disgusting.
When the semen is coming out.
Yeah, he made it into her mouth. I mean, that sounds gaggy to most people.
Oh, is that what she was saying?
Yeah, she right when he's about to go, she starts to gag.
Is that what you were saying? That's not what she was saying.
Pretty much. That's what happens. Like every time, and I feel bad.
And I'm
I can't even chew the gum that goes squirt, so I can completely relate. You know.
And that's what I'm saying, Christy. Relax. He's very happy. It's fine. You're fine. You're good. Okay.
And aren't like sperm like live animals?
Yes.
It's
they
like-
have them at the LA Zoo
It's
here.
like swallowing goldfish. Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's talk to Katiana in Sacramento. You're 19. What's up?
Hello.
Goldfish. Do you win them if you throw ping pongs into a bowl? We're going to give you sperm.
You just convince your girlfriend it's a little college prank.
Then we're going to pile into a phone booth afterwards.
What's up, girl?
Okay. So I had a question. I have some very strange fantasies about putting a strap on and doing my boyfriend from behind.
Nice.
And he has the exact same fantasy?
Same finishing school as our last caller.
I just need to know if this is completely inappropriate or...
For some couples it is. For some they do this. I mean,
Do you mean the fantasy or actually carrying out the act?
Yeah, it's a little aggressive
I
and whatever.
actually want to perform it with my boyfriend, but I don't know if he says okay. Does that mean he's gay or no?
No, it does not mean he's gay.
No.
No.
Some men can actually have pleasure from that and not be.
Some, not many, but some.
Homosexual.
Yeah,
Well, no, but don't a lot of guys, like when they're having sex, the girl puts their finger up the guy's...
Not a lot of guys, but some.
Well, hold on a second. The prostate
makes
gives you a sexual feeling.
I stimulate that gland all day long in my office trying to check people for prostate cancer. They don't find it pleasurable.
But they ejaculate.
No. Yeah, but it's not sexual. It's not sexual.
Oh, is that true?
No, it's not.
No, because I was asking a cop. I was saying, like, what happens? Like, they ask for sperm samples. What if the guy goes, "Hey, I'm not going to masturbate"? They said we put a thing up his rectum or whatever the clean word is, and it vibrates and it causes the ejaculation.
But that's getting to the seminal vesicles and stuff. That's not even the prostate.
But if that's true, wouldn't we all be driving around with those in our asses all day?
We gotta take a break.
All
We'll
right.
talk about this off
Let's
the
talk
air.
about strap-ons and sticking things up the anus to make ourselves ejaculate in just a minute with Norm Macdonald. Hey, Blaine in Washington, what's up, man? You're 17.
Hey, I had a question about getting circumcised.
Mm-hmm.
Norm, this is for you. Go ahead, Blaine.
Another penis question.
Well, circumcision, I don't understand at all.
No, he wants to get the Dartos tunic flattened out, ironed out, but he's not really into the circumcision. What's up? What's Blaine? What's the question?
Well, like when I have sex without a condom, I know that's bad, but when I do, it kind of hurts, and it's torn once, and I just want to kind of get rid of it, and I don't want to have to worry about it.
Yeah, that's what happens, is you can get tearing and then narrowing, stricturing of the tip. I think it's called phimosis in that case, and it painful when you try to pull it out again, and that's an indication for circumcision. I'm showing Norm some pictures of that here.
And if he's 17 and this is going on...
Yeah, it's going to get worse as you get older, and so,
But it was always my understanding that circumcision was strictly a religious thing. And
No.
to stop people from masturbating. And...
No.
Well, Dr. Drew, come on. How could a person be born with not perfectly?
Drew?
Born not perfectly?
Yeah, how could a person be born and instantly need an operation?
Oh, not instantly. And not everyone needs it, like anything else. I mean, some people have an appendix and they keep it their whole life.
No, but I'm saying...
But you don't have to.
Doctors constantly circumcise
when we do it, well,
babies.
Yeah, we're the only country...
Is it because of cleanliness and all that?
Yeah, it's a pain in the ass, but we're the only country that does it.
It's money, right?
I think it's probably costs $30. I mean, it's like nothing. I mean, it's
$30.
And by the way, remember HMOs.
To get a circumcision.
Remember, HMOs are.
What kind of doctor are you going for that?
No, I mean, when they do it as part of the. I mean, remember HMOs. You remember something? HMO, everything's already included.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The less they do, the more money the doctor makes. So doctors aren't interested in doing more; they're interested in doing less. The way the whole system works now, so there's no motivation to do more. The fact is there's less HPV, less cervical cancer in partners, less transmission of HIV. There's all these infectious disease reasons that I begin to advocate on behalf of it now. And this kind of business happens a lot.
But they're just finding this out now?
Yeah, I mean...
Well, then why have they been circumcising people for years?
Started as a religious thing, for sure.
That's what I thought.
Blaine, have you talked to your parents about this, or is this embarrassing to bring it up at the dinner table?
If God told us.
Well, it's quite often a topic at the dinner table over meatloaf, but
Over the band or the food?
Both, actually.
All right, smart guy.
No,
I like him.
I don't know. I don't have the heart to tell him.
Well,
then go talk to your doctor.
Yeah, just go on your own to the doctor.
Is there any way you can just have unprotected sex?
What?
No, is there any safe way to have that? I guess not, huh?
That's when it hurts. That's when he has the pain.
What?
Yeah, with the condom on, it doesn't pull it back or anything.
Right, see?
Oh, you wear a condom.
Well,
That's what you're supposed to do anyway. Dr. Drew said that.
That's true. That is true.
Yeah, it's just been really...
So you're going to get circumcised so that you can get an STD. That seems insane.
I didn't plan on doing that. I just don't want it to hurt later.
It's going to really be a really problem with these guys.
Yeah, and Blaine, I'm not going to tell you what to do about anything, but dude, you got to wear a condom because before you know it, you're going to be with a girl, even if she's 17 or 18, and if you get herpes at 17, man, it's not going to be a good day for you.
But ultimately, if he's starting to stenose now, he's going to need this to be done.
Yeah.
Look, awkward, uncomfortable sex is better than none. That's what I always say.
As awkward, uncomfortable experiences go, it's amongst the best.
Exactly.
You got a lady right now?
No.
You looking for one?
Nah.
Hollywood Boulevard.
I find sex kind of dull.
Really?
Well, I'm old.
You're not old.
Yeah, man, I'm 43 years old.
Are you?
Yeah.
You look a lot younger than that. I thought you were 42.
I got white hair.
Amy in Long Beach, 14 years old. What's going on?
Yeah.
What's up, Amy? Yeah.
I have a question.
Yep.
How come boys? I heard in a magazine that boys think of sex every 7 seconds.
Yeah, but by the time they're 17, 18,
Sex.
I'm not sure you can actually measure the time between when they're, there's not any time when they're not thinking about sex around that age. They are under the influence of a drug at that point, and that drug is testosterone.
I think about it honestly. For instance, this weekend in Vegas, every 2 seconds.
Yeah,
every second.
Yeah.
Every
you and I are beyond. You have to remember back in your memory system when it was
and
like
it's not
15.
dirty like I'm having sex. It's just you're walking in Vegas and
you're
there's
looking at
boobs
ladies.
everywhere.
Yeah,
So it's every second.
Yeah.
Right.
And every time you walk around, you're on not necessarily a mission. That girl's house goes everywhere you go.
Men are on drugs when they're 18 to 22.
A friend of mine actually is like, I'm 43. This guy's like 50.
Right.
So he decided to take the Viagra.
Yeah.
So he would have the erections, but he wouldn't have like
Desire. Yeah.
So then he took like
testosterone.
Yeah.
Really?
Then he said, like you were saying, on a mission. He was like going to bars and he would not stop until he found a girl.
Right.
It's like
Well, that's 18. That's what you are like when you're a teenager. Yeah, the women do not get that. We don't educate them to understand that these men are under the influence.
Yeah.
That's driving them.
Yep.
And if you think they're thinking like you are, no, they ain't.
And women have no sex drive at all.
No, they're just not the same thing.
They're
It's not as directed.
They're thinking about like baking cookies every 7 seconds.
Yeah, as Stormy, what's her name?
Stormy Daniels.
Stormy Daniels told us she produces these porn films. She goes
And stars in them.
She goes, guys just want to. I've learned through doing all these porn films. She goes, I've learned that guys just want to watch people having sex, and women want to understand why these two people like each other so much that they want to have sex. And that's pretty good.
And remember last night we were talking about different positions for guys. That's our thing.
Yeah.
If it's doggy style, because that's what we're looking at right there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Explain it, Drew.
Just the guys tend to get, first of all, they tend to focus on body parts. They tend to zero in on things. To a girl, that is a bizarre concept to women. Because they think about, close their eye, think about how they're feeling, look in people's eyes. Guys are like, even if they don't like what the parts are that are in front of them, they start conjuring other parts.
Oh, yeah.
Parts.
Right.
That's weird.
Or eventually move them into the position so you are looking and feeling at what gets you going.
And guys have their zone, and once they get a girl to sort of participate in that zone, they don't want to move out of it.
Yeah.
And girls are always wondering, why don't they want to change? They always the same thing. That's it. That's their thing. That's what that guy's thing. Have you tried Viagra?
How crazy is it? No. I would never do anything do anything to my heart.
How crazy what?
How crazy is it that when a guy is having sex, his mind is so gone, he's sometimes actually saying what he's doing. You know what I'm saying? How crazy are you?
Are you asking me?
No, I'm just saying a girl never does that.
Right, that's right.
A girl just, you go, I am free. And the girl goes, yeah, no.
Justin, 18, here in L.A. What's up, man?
Yeah, man. I've been with my girlfriend for like a year and 3 months almost. Right. And I don't know. I've been like curious to try like anal sex, but like she's like 100% against it.
There you go.
Like 100%. Is there any way to like? I don't know.
Listen, many women are harmed by this. It's very painful and will harm her. You still want to do it?
Oh,
feels fantastic, though.
What's that?
For the dude, it feels fantastic.
Yeah, I've never thought of it
I've
like
heard.
that.
I don't know.
Say that with such confidence.
Now he's going to insist upon it. Look, there are women that like this and can tolerate it, and their bodies are sort of okay with it. There are women that cannot. And
but I mean, it's not like it's even been tried. It was just like if you bring it up in like a question, she's like, no.
Now, there's probably a reason that probably she knows it would not be comfortable for her.
Most women are like that.
Really?
Yeah.
Now, so you're saying, Dr. Drew, that gay guys should not perform anal sex?
Not that many, not a high percentage of guys do. Most of them just engage in mutual oral.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's interesting.
Yeah, a lot.
So gay men and gay women do generally not have intercourse?
Generally, I mean, I'm not saying that all, but generally that's a common thing. Oral sex is a major component of that.
I've always found it odd to have a relationship with someone and yet not have intercourse.
Right.
Yeah.
Are you having intercourse with her, Justin? You having sex?
Yeah.
Does she give you blowjobs?
Oh, God.
No, does she?
No, I mean, she does, but...
They're fine. You have sex and you receive oral sex, you're good.
Yeah.
You're good. You're 18. You're having sex at 18. I didn't even know what it was at 18.
You want to find a girl that really is into the other thing? Fine. Why,
Sam Kinison used to have a really funny bit on anal sex where he went like, he compared to being in the Garden of Eden, and they had the fruit of the knowledge of good and evil. They had the apple, and God said, you can have any fruit except that apple. And they were like, well, we weren't even thinking of that apple,
Until you mentioned it.
Yes. So it's like the girls are going, you can have sex with me here in the mouth, you can have sex with me here in the vagina, but not here in the ass. And then, I'm not even thinking about that, but now I can't stop thinking about it.
Good bit. Sam Kinison, man. Thank you, man, for being here.
Yeah, this was a blast.
Come back again.
I'd love to come back. It'd be fun. Talk about sex.
Yeah, sex.
With 12-year-olds.
We had a nice range of people tonight.
Here, you read one.
All right. No.
You don't like that
no,
one?
I mean, I like it.
Do you understand that we're on the air?
Yeah.
Oh, right. We all know that the Swiss are officially neutral.
Who wrote this? Who wrote this? Who wrote this?
Well, that screwed up my timing.
Who wrote this?
We don't have a name on it.
Do you have writers?
It's anonymous.
Well,
It's like I didn't write it. I didn't write that one. We all know the Swiss are officially neutral. Unofficially, however, they're filthy sons of bitches. Now the Swiss think I hate them.
What about this?
Go ahead.
Read this one.
I can prove God exists if I can just find that damn receipt from our brunch in heaven.
That is so funny. That is so funny. Did you write this?
I didn't write that one. No,
Read that one.
Call me an old softy, but I'd prefer it if you called me a distinguished gentleman with a flagging erection.
Oh.
I don't like that one.
I'll read that one.
Why are you going to make me read all this? Alfred the Great may well be the greatest monarch
Can
in
you
the
do
history.
me a favor? Can you find out what the traffic is like on the Santa Monica? Going to the Deadpan.
You'll like this one, Super Dave.
Deep
Hey,
throat.
can I tell you something? This is a bad segment. Oh, yeah, it is. You know it is. You know it is. When you come to goodnight, he says, goodnight. I really enjoyed doing this show. I had a great time, and I'll see you next week.
That's a good idea.
These
Yeah,
jokes
that's
are
not a bad
so
idea.
they're not even they're so beyond insulting the awful that it's not a segment. Can we start this segment over without the
No,
joke?
it's live.
Yeah, it is
We're
live.
live on podcast?
This is live.
Holy cow.
Listen to this joke because
Well, yeah, I
think
just wanted to say,
this
no,
is
this
right
isn't-
up his alley.
Yeah, this is just into the.
He might not
deep,
remember this guy though.
No, he'll probably remember. Deep throat porn legend Harry
he's
Reeves.
dead.
Yeah, he
Yeah,
died.
yeah.
But how are they
You
going to
know who
close
that
that
is?
casket? I mean, probably because of his erection, I would think.
How are they going to close that casket? That isn't very good, is it?
I didn't write that one.
Plus, a man died.
Yeah, a guy died.
How are they going to do it?
He was a real pioneer.
Make Super Dave laugh.
Super Dave, I just wanted to tell you, Alfred the Great may well be the greatest monarch in the history of England. The worst, Richard the Goat F***er.
I don't think he's going to laugh. It's like watching.
I think he's close. Hold on. I think he's close.
It's like watching that golf ball on the edge.
I don't understand. I don't understand any of these. I don't even understand that they're how you could take a segment to end your first show when these ratings are so important. And you've I mean, people at home, that guy who wanted to know how to become a comic.
Who, JP?
No, the
guy who wanted
to from the writer. Yeah, right.
How can you tell him how to become a comic when you're reading that? Yeah. Would you read that at the Comedy Store?
No, I'm ashamed.
I don't think you would you? What's your best
But
joke?
he's not
Do
a-
it right now. We're going to close the show on your best joke.
I'm not a comic.
Do it.
You are. You've done stand-up.
Do it.
You've done stand-up comedy.
No, I didn't write
Do
jokes. I really didn't write jokes.
But you've done stand-up comedy.
What is
Yeah, that's why I don't do it anymore.
Will you talk to him after the show? Because you've got to
Let's go
get this. There's it's got to be more fluid. When you talk to him, he's got to come back and forth.
I know. That's what I told him before. I said yes. You've got to say yes.
Yes,
and
It's
say
got to
no.
be like ping pong.
It's always no.
It's like ping pong.
I know, but with him it's always no. With him it's like you hit
No, but
the
he can't do that.
and then
You
he
gotta-
grabs the
you gotta
ping pong ball
participate.
and
What's
he
your
throws it
best
up.
joke?
What's your best
The
joke?
problem is I don't have any jokes. I
Oh,
literally
just
have no
say
jokes.
that again. What is your best joke?
I mean, the punchline is
It's all right.
cunt is in the sink.
It's okay. That's the joke.
That's all I know. That's all I got.
You just wrecked.
The latest
Adam
Archie,
Egan telling a joke.
the latest Archie comic shows gay character Kevin kissing his boyfriend Devin. Another barrier will be broken next month when, in a dream sequence, Jughead will be show fisting Betty Crocker.
God damn, you're illiterate.
It's a show fit. No. Oh, you're right.
Will be shown.
Shown.
Will be
they,
shown.
They forgot to write the end there. Listen, whenever someone says, I have a couple irons in the fire, I think, is one of them a job writing blacksmithing metaphor? What? Why are these
I
all
don't know.
fucking...
I don't
That's
know.
funny.
But we're going to end.
Astronomers have discovered 3 new planets that have an atmosphere conducive to human life, and they've discovered one that has an atmo conducive to hipster life.
Whatever.
I like that one.
Some of the 200 Nigerian schoolgirls kidnapped by extremists in Nigeria have been forced to marry their kidnappers. And worse than that, they've been forced to laugh at their husbands' stories, even after hearing them for the umpteenth time.
You know something.
Yeah, I know.
It's
but
very
we don't have
hard to make a joke about those girls who
I
are kidnapped.
know.
When I hear about those things, that is one of the
terrible.
worst. You know,
And yet you got a big laugh.
George Clooney's engaged. The rich and handsome 53-year-old told reporters, it's time for me to settle down and start officially cheating on a heartsick and disillusioned spouse.
I don't hear any laughter.
Well,
I love George Clooney so much that he can do no wrong. He's just one of the good.
I can do a lot of wrong.
He's just one of the good human beings in the world.
A good name for a dog is Syndrome. That then when he tries to attack someone, you can yell down Syndrome.
Don't laugh.
It's not.
I apologize.
I mean, it's yeah.
That's like a
It was a
joke.
little insensitive, I guess. In England, a woman was arrested for throwing a birthday party for her 16-year-old son that included marijuana, alcohol, and strippers. Now she's got even bigger problems. What to do for his 17th birthday?
Whatever.
There's going to be a Broadway musical based on the movie Rocky. I don't know if you guys heard about this. In the Broadway musical version of the show, after Rocky climbs the steps of the art museum, he goes inside and spends 2 hours looking at paintings.
Yeah, I know. God damn.
Goes inside and looks at what? Paintings?
He looks at paintings.
I like
for
that.
2
That's a good
hours.
one.
2 women accused of using sorcery have been beheaded in a remote village in Papua New Guinea. A team of police rushed to the scene but were forced to stand by and watch the victims being decapitated with axes as locals refused to let them come to their aid. Norm, if you ever go to a remote village in Papua New Guinea, at all costs, avoid using sorcery.
I didn't understand any of that.
Maybe you'll have me
Everyone
back.
stopped listening like 3 minutes in.
Mondays aren't actually worse than any other day, according to a group of researchers who've never read a Garfield comic.
Fred?
Workers at a Harvard University library have discovered a book that's bound with human skin.
Ew.
I know,
God
it's disgusting. Anyway, they were able to determine that part of the body the skin came from after the book was grabbed by a sexy librarian and immediately expanded to 3 times its size. 3 times its size.
Maybe if he didn't start
Does that
maybe
mean it was made from a penis?
Yeah.
Oh.
Michelle Obama has booked a cameo on the ABC show Nashville. With this and her appearance on iCarly, I think Michelle is ready to start appearing in films. May I suggest my favorite film series, Black Ass F***ers? It's actually... you don't hear any more about Bob Costas' infected eye. Who is stonewalling this investigation? I'm thinking about a year I would work on my delivery, but it's just not working out. I think the joke
You don't
is
hear any
that,
more about Bob Costas' infected eye? Who's stonewalling this investigation?
He's a consummate amateur.
Yeah.
You want to do that one?
Yeah. Adam? One day in the hopefully not too distant future, North Korean dictator Kim Jong-un is going to hear a loud popping sound, the sound of his head coming out of his ass.
Adam's very kind. Adam is the kindest guest to you so far.
Yeah, by far.
Yeah. Just in case he's still booking Tempe.
So this week I learned by Adam.
Invited back to the comedy table.
These are always fun. This week I learned, just because I masturbated to that picture of a guy falling to his death on 9/11 doesn't mean I have to share it. This week I learned you can pay your dentist with blowjobs.
Who knew that, right?
What I found out this week.
But you won't feel it because of the Novocaine.
Ah.
All right, I learned 2 phases.
Is that easier?
This week I learned that cum tastes like nickels.
Oh.
This week? Is that true?
That cum tastes like nickels?
Yeah, that's funny. Is that what it says?
That's what it says here.
This week I learned how many gallons of sweat my Kmart hat can hold. Jesus Christ.
We'll be back with the ever funny Adam Egan.
Okay, get ready to laugh.
Why is it so different to find pornography about people in stable monogamous relationships?
Why is it so what?
Different.
Different? Difficult. Damn.
Start all over, the joke still works.
Oh my God.
Earlier this week, Aaron Jackson of Topeka, Kansas, painted his house the colors of the Gay Pride rainbow flag in direct protest of the Westboro Baptist Church. When that didn't seem to work, Jackson fucked 3 of his best buds on his front lawn.
Homophobic.
Yeah.
Well, I think it shows
earlier he
solidarity.
was racist, and now he's homophobic.
Well, I think of this. Yeah. Former Tennessee Titans cheerleader Elizabeth Lee Garner, 42, is accused of pulling a 12-year-old boy's pants off and offering him oral sex. The boy refused her advances not because he was 12, but because he was a die-hard Colts fan.
This is what I have to work with, you know?
Chipotle has canceled its planned sponsorship of the Utah Boy Scout event due to the BSA's ban on gay leaders and scouts. Ironic how an all-male anti-gay organization would want to put hot, thick loads of beef and sour cream in their mouth.
Okay. We get the idea. You hate gay guys.
So I'm a guest on there, and now it's time to introduce the next guest. And she says, okay, this next guy coming out, he's a great actor. He was in Risky Business. He was done all kinds of stuff. I just love him. Ladies and gentlemen, Joe Pantaleone. And he comes out, and as he's walking across the stage toward the desk, she goes, oh, I know who he is.
He said during Roseanne's
talk show.
Yeah.
Remember that?
Oh, yes, yes.
So one time the guest was Joe Pantaleone, and she didn't know who he was.
You f***ed it up. God damn it, mother.
You don't even have your own stories. You take other people's stories and f them up.
I know the end is day, nobody's gonna change. You won't ever leave. On my mind again, I'm still not tired of it. Can make you want me. And I might act okay, say things will stay the same. Say I'm all I need.
if you're walking down the sidewalk and there's somebody coming the other way in a wheelchair, do you have a look, or do you no, I'm going to act normal?
Well, I look at the guy, and I hope to God my face isn't making all kinds of twitches.
I like to hedge my bets. I don't want to ignore him, so I'll look at him, but I'll like scowl or something.
Really?
Oh.
It's the same joke.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
What was your joke?
You had one joke?
It was so ridiculous. It was stupid.
What was it?
Oh God, man! It was something like, "Don't take a shot from a girl at a bar because it looks ridiculous. It's never good." I think the punchline was, "Is this a Care Bear cum shot or something?" It was really ridiculous. I don't remember it. It was so long ago, but that was the gist of it, and that's why I don't do stand-up anymore.
He can't even tell his own joke.
I mean, I'm not a good,
Anything.
Yeah, clearly. I mean, it's like...
This is what you never hear. He made love to me in the ass.
That is true. You never hear that. Odd.
We're building to the end of the show. You got to top that one, though.
The point is that Andy Dick was actually kicked off a porno award show for being too offensive.
Well, they're giving away, awards for best anal.
Yeah, I know, right?
Yeah. So what could you have possibly done that was more offensive?
Wait. Are you saying anal is somehow offensive?
No, to some people, not to me.
I know, no kidding.
I think I was being drunk and disorderly.
I must see that video I was going to show you where the girl shoves her foot up that dude's asshole.
I can't get that vision out of my mind. I remember it, yeah.
Yeah. What, do you got any symptoms? I know a lot of stuff.
Bleeding from my anus. Internally, I think. I mean, no, that's not a joke. That's true.
Well, I know it's not a joke.
I don't know. I've
been around jokes my whole life.
Right. Well, I mean, I wasn't trying to be funny. That's true.
So
I'm bleeding internally, I think.
So
you know what I mean?
You're really bleeding from your anus?
Yeah, I really am.
Because you gave up that entire lifestyle that would make me think you were still bleeding from the anus, but you told me you'd given that all up.
You're talking about alcohol, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But how you love to go to those bars and get real drunk.
Yeah.
And then the next day you'd wake up and you'd be bleeding from the anus. What's the color of the blood that's coming out of your
the
anus?
good thing is it's not dark. It's
not
that's
dark.
Good. It's brighter.
If it's bright red, it's coming from the rectal area.
Oh, okay.
It's not as dangerous.
Well, that's good. I haven't had a physical since I was 16. I'm terrified.
And you're 30 what?
34. It's been a while.
Yeah.
About 18 years. So hopefully, number 6 on the must list, maybe the money will start coming. I'll be able to see that doctor.
And let's not talk about your ass and shit all the time.
No, I don't want to talk about it.
It's unseemly. It's unsettling. It's both unsettling and unseemly. To me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
No, I do. I mean, you brought up health and you asked about my health. I was just trying to be honest.
Yeah, but you're as fit as a fiddle.
Sure, let's go with that.
Well, you are. I think you are.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
A new hangover-free vodka is on the market. The ads claim that the 80-proof vodka is so pure, it's virtually headache-free. But before you run out and buy it, remember, it causes massive anal bleeding. Well, troubles continue for New York Senator Alphonse D'Amato. A week after offending many Japanese Americans with his impression of Judge Lance Ito, the senator entered a New York hospital complaining of mild chest pains this week. Attending physician, Dr. Hikuru Akosaki, examined the senator and found nothing serious, then performed a 6-hour rectal exam just to be sure. At the Davis County Jail in Utah, a judge has ordered that 17-year-old Wes Howard be placed in the general prison population after he complained of being unfairly segregated from the adult inmates. The judge came to this decision over the strenuous objection of Wes Howard's ass. Well, according to a new Entertainment Weekly poll, 72% of their readers say they would not be offended if a TV show lead character were gay. Though that figure shrinks to 1% when these same readers are reminded that being gay can involve anal sex. Billy, you know, it's always like, hey, my dad, anally raped me or something, you know? I mean, who of us haven't been anally raped by their fathers? I mean, really?
I've been searching for what's missing, but the answer...
I don't see you that much because I heard you're afraid. You don't like flying. You really don't like flying.
No, I don't care for flying.
And you don't like one of the things, and I don't know if it's true, but you don't like it because they search you at the airports now.
Yeah, well, I went to Canada, you know, my home land, and I decided to go there, and they wanted to search me, you know.
Right.
And I said, because I know a lot of this involves, you know, when they search you, they always want to search your ass. So I said...
Well, not always.
Well,
they don't always want to go down there.
That's what this character wanted.
Yeah.
He thought there was something suspicious looking about my ass. So he's like, I go, well, when we go in the back place, are you going to take me in the black place? Are you any chance you're going to search my ass? And because I don't even want to know what's in my ass.
Yeah.
So he said, well, yes, sir, that's what we will be doing. So I said, you know what? I don't care for Canada that much.
It's not worth that.
Yeah, I just went home. Canada's a nice place and everything like that, but...
Well, also, the way you say it, and I'm just going to point this out, when you go up to someone, any chance you're going to search my ass, it almost sounds like you want them to. That sounds bad. Did you notice that?
Yeah, that's true.
It sounds a little... the way you say it, it's like, hey, any chance you're going to check the old ass? That sounds like you're wanting them to do it, which might cause problems.
Well, you know, John Glenn actually got searched. I read in the newspaper. You know,
the astronaut.
The astronaut. He wanted to get on a plane,
right.
And they decided to search him because of this incredible danger he poses to. They walked on the damn moon. You think he'd get a free pass for that? But no, they're fiddling around in John Glenn's ass.
I can't believe that.
It's ridiculous.
I love Norm. Norm is from my home country, Canada, and from my home club, Yuck Yucks. And I've worked with him many times. Norm had one of the funniest stories he ever told on The Tonight Show about his father. Do you know about his father and Bill Cosby?
No.
No, not his. He told this on The Tonight Show. He told a story. It's one of my favorite stories because it's real, again. Bill Cosby was on SNL as a guest host when Norm was there. And he tells a story about his dad got him into comedy. Norm Macdonald's dad would sit him down. Every time there was a comedian on The Tonight Show or wherever, he would sit him down and make him watch. And they would watch Cosby together. Cosby stand up and they would laugh. That was his father and him bonding moment and maybe the reason he got into comedy. So when Cosby was on the show, he went up and he said, Mr. Cosby, you know, I just want to tell you that I think you're the reason I'm in comedy. You are my dad's favorite comedian, and he used to make me sit down in front of the TV and watch you, and that's what inspired me to go into comedy, but you're his favorite. And Cosby says to him, where are you from? And he goes, I'm from Ottawa, Canada. And Cosby says, I'm playing Ottawa. I'm on tour. I'm going to be playing Ottawa in 2 weeks. Give me your dad's number. I'll call him, and I'll bring him to the show. And Norm goes, that's amazing. He goes, what's his number? And he wrote down his number, and then he walked away and he started sweating, and one of his friends said to him, what's wrong, Norm? He goes, well, I told him that story, and then once he said, I'm going to call him, I was too uncomfortable to tell him my father died 5 years ago. So I just wrote down a bullshit number, and that's it. And they go, how could you do that, Norm? 2 weeks goes by. Norm is sitting in his office. They get a call. They said, Norm, Bill Cosby is on line 2. This is 2 weeks later, and he picks up the phone and he goes, yeah, he goes, listen, I'm in Ottawa and your dad's not answering. They said that this number is disconnected that you gave me. What is his number? And I can't remember for the life of me the end of the story, but Norm was stuck on the phone and he didn't want to say, oh yeah, I forgot to tell you that he's dead. Like, at what point do you kind of break this to Bill Cosby? It was one of the funniest, real, uncomfortable, and that kind of comedy is the kind of comedy that when people are uncomfortable. And when Norm Macdonald told that real life story, it's really funny, but oh my God, his father's dead. He's in a, it's
How
like.
do you get out of that? Yeah.
Yeah, there was no way.
Was there an ending?
I can't remember the ending, and I wasn't prepared for this story, and I remember I hear it a lot. I'm just kind of bowled over by the loss of somebody younger than me.
You know, I had maybe the greatest Bill Cosby story ever.
Really?
And now it's not in the top 10,000. Because I'll tell people the story.
Right.
And then I'll constantly be interrupted by, and then did he rape you? I'm like, he didn't ever rape me. It had nothing to do with the story.
One of the nicest, most genuine, authentic people I've been watching over and over again. One of my favorite moments of his is in 1998. In January 7th, if you look it up, January 7th, 1998, he did the Letterman show. That is the day that he got fired from Weekend Update.
Right.
And he wouldn't say anything negative. Letterman did many, many times to him in his face. But he first of all, he was fired. He still showed up and did this appearance. You know, if you got fired off your main event, I doubt you would want to
promote it
and be out in public.
Right.
And that's all they talked about. And he would not say, Letterman was going, what kind of idiot would fire you? No, he's a very nice man. He was a nice man. He just didn't like he would not besmirch the guy that made
Class act.
The most classy.
Don Ohlmeyer.
Yeah.
And it occurred to me, and I was talking to my buddies on a text chain the other day, a bunch of comics, and I said, this wasn't Norm's time. He didn't want to live in a world of Don Ohlmeyers. Everyone trying to cancel everybody.
Right.
It was interesting that he's gone now.
So you went on there and told that story, and then Dave was kidding you about Don Ohlmeyer, et cetera, as I
Right.
recall.
Dave was much more upset about it than me. Because Dave wasn't under the influence of Xanax.
I wonder if he's doing it now. Up there. Up there. She's up there too.
My favorite of all of the hosts of these types of shows is
what's his name?
Is the host of Deal or No Deal, Howie Mandel.
Howie. Yeah.
He's the most amazing. Even though he's a comedian, he does it, and I'm going to tell you that you are in a moment.
Yeah, and he still gets us every week.
Every time.
Every week.
Okay, folks, before we continue, I have an announcement from the management. Would the owner of a Glock 9 with the inscription, "Too Puffy with Love," please pick up your gun? It's at the hospitality suite.
Oh, I have an announcement to read. I almost forgot. I was told to make this announcement. Table 10, wherever you are, table 10. We're sorry your waitress hasn't been there in a while. Larry King just married her. So... What's that? Guy yells my name for no reason. I have another announcement to make. Is that what you're telling me? That I should make this announcement? You're right. You make a good point with your incoherent gibberish. Here it is. Here's my other announcement. The U.S. State Department, folks, has just issued a travel warning for all women moving past Dick Morris's table. So... I don't know. Well, that's about it for me.
Small talks in a big world, full of people with good vibes and bad habits. This love, it just.
So, this is my promise to the people of the Video Podcast Network world. I will not eat a single morsel of food until Margaret Thatcher is dead and buried.
She died 3 weeks ago. We'll be right back with Larry King.
The iron horse of broadcasting.
It's iron. You don't pronounce it iron.
That's what everybody tells me.
It's the iron horse. Like Lou Gehrig was the iron horse of baseball.
Yes.
The word I-R-O-N is iron. No, iron.
Iron. It is 100% made in America. Cast iron grilling grates. Say what you want about how huge and fat my head has gotten, but who'll forget it.
Try iron.
Yes, I loved Liberace, but with all due respect, man, if you kicked that guy in the ass, 100 cocks would fall out. Now, this is not what I do on Hulu.
No, you wouldn't do that.
No. Because I have respect for Carlos Finn. How much money does he have?
I don't know. It's mostly tied up in iron.
Now,
why doesn't that clock work?
Why doesn't that cock work?
That clock works.
My cock works.
Oh, this clock over
Your
here.
mind is going somewhere, Norm.
No, I thought that's what you said. I was trying to...
What? No, iron horse.
What do you say?
I need your love. You free my mind. I need your love. Yeah, you free my mind. We could be miles away and still in line.
In an interview last week, administrators of the FAA, David R. Hinson, explained why English is the only language used by pilots around the world. It turns out all the other languages are weird. Can't even hardly understand most of them.
Dirty Work. To my listeners, I challenge you guys to go watch the movie Dirty Work. Dirty Work is pound for pound, one of the funniest movies you will ever fucking see. When I tell you, Norm, listen, when I tell you the humor in Dirty Work was so amazing to me. This world of comedy, this like the not over the top, the conversation side of comedy, where it's about the words, it's about what we're saying. Dirty Work perfected that. Dirty Work,
you're wonderful, man.
Perfected
that. You want to be in the sequel? We're making it.
Oh my God! I do a cameo all day.
Okay.
I do a fucking cameo all day, man. I'm gonna give you the funniest scene for you. One of the funniest moments in Dirty Work. So in Dirty Work, there's a scene where they're about to have like the fight. It's like the bar fight.
Right.
And he's at the jukebox. He's like, oh, we got to put on some bar fighting music.
That's the beautiful Chris Farley.
And he puts on If You Like Pina Coladas. and then they start the fight. It's just not the right choice of music for a fight. Clearly the comedy choice there. But when I tell you, there's so many moments like that. There's so many moments
Thank
like
you.
that in that movie.
That's the greatness of Norm Macdonald. It's like, I guess you'd look at it like the old Jack Benny movies. There's something where someone just stands there and shit goes on all around him. And he goes, hey, what's wrong with that dude? You know? Or, hey, homeless guy, here's your $2. You know,
Yes, he addresses it.
He talks at people with the title of what they would be. You know, good evening, ladies of the evening. You know,
Yes. Yes. He's fucking brilliant, man. How did Dirty Works come about?
Dirty Work was a script that Norm wrote with Frank Sebastiano, who wrote the original draft, and Fred Wolf.
He was a co-writer. My buddy Frank and Fred. Frank Sebastiano and Fred Wolf.
Ah, good. Yeah.
I always say to Fred Wolf, he lives in Hollywood, and I say to him, you must be pretty comfortable out there in Hollywood, Fred Wolf, because there's a lot of wolves out there. You know, a Hollywood wolf?
Yeah. Oh, sure. Yeah.
Skirt chaser.
A skirt chaser. That's right. And you know what?
I'm the first comedian Norm ever saw in Ottawa, Canada, when he was 17 and I was 22.
Wow.
Bob was the first comedian that I ever saw perform when I was a boy, live, and I loved him.
I still don't know how he's younger than me, but that's the story. He's sticking to it. And
He's sticking to it. He's not letting it go.
No, I think he is younger. And so I don't know. We had a closeness. We just had a thing. And he thought I was the right guy to direct it.
You know who directed the movie? Of course you know. You were in the film. Bob TV blooper Bob Saget. Bob TV blooper Saget.
Yeah, he directed it.
Yeah. Can he direct?
No, not at all.
Was it just a lot of people getting hit with a rake and stuff? Just bang! A lot of people falling down at weddings and that kind of thing?
It was very comfortable with him as a director, though, because, he would give me, acting notes. He'd go, I think you should do it this way. And then I'd go, I've seen you on that Full House. What are you talking about?
So you hired him to direct the movie so you'd have somebody to push around? Is that what it is?
No, he actually is very, very funny.
Yeah, he's a nice...
The weekend it opened was the last 2 days that Michael Jordan played for the Bulls.
Oh my God.
That was like, okay, that's our audience, the 16-year-old kids that watch Norm on Saturday Night Live. But since then, I mean, the praise you just gave it is beautiful, man. And I'm gonna hate for the cameo. I'll come to your house to film it.
Listen, I'm dead ass. I mean it when I say truly one of my favorite movies of all time, man.
New songs on the radio sounding fake. Prince and Genesis for better anyway.
So if I had to say 5, I hate lists and stuff. I'll say 3 and then leave 2 spots open. But I would say Brian Regan, he's my favorite comedian alive. Kevin Hart, I would say Colin Quinn. And then I'd leave 2 spots open.
You want me to call Don Omar right now and ask him if he could have your job back?
Sure.
Okay. Gary, let's take a break. Give me the phone number for Don Ohlmeyer. Where is he? Do you have a number on him?
Lojo probably has a number on.
Lojo. Who's Lojo?
Lojo.
Is that the guy you're with?
No, she's my assistant.
Oh, Lojo.
Yeah.
Let me see her. Is she here?
Yeah.
Let me take a look at your assistant, man. What's that about?
She's just my
Is she
assistant.
hot?
No, she's not hot.
Really?
She's not, I don't want to say that.
You just did.
He just did. He goes, I don't want to say that.
No.
Is she like a sexy assistant?
No, I don't
What?
want to. She's a very nice girl.
Lojo.
So I don't want to say she's not hot.
You know what Lojo rhymes with?
What? Oh, bloke.
Yeah, well, shh.
Sorry.
It actually doesn't rhyme with that,
No,
does
it
it?
doesn't.
No. Lojo.
Yeah. I brought my friends Lojo and Frank Sebastiano and Artie Lang, my buddy that I did this movie with.
So a shout out to Jim Downey, and I'm thinking about him
because Norm so loved him and admired him. And a shout out to a very special person, Lori Jo Hoekstra, who was Norm's, right hand partner in crime, and I did have a chance to speak to her since this all happened, and she's just such a lovely person, and I'm thinking of her because she just did so much for Norm over the years, and Norm was so lucky to have her. So I just wanted to address those two people who I think deserve our love and thoughts right now. I was talking to Lori Jo, and I asked her if it's okay if I related this, and she said it was okay. But she said that not too long ago, someone asked Norm about the moth story that he told on our Tonight Show, and that she said, the guy wanted to know what made you have the nerve to do that, and that he said that, it was that goddamn Frank Smiley. He said, I was only supposed to do one segment. And then suddenly in the commercial break, Frank came over and said, you're doing another one, because whenever I had Norm, I was greedy. I wanted more Norm. I always wanted more Norm. And so he didn't know that we were going to ask him to do a second segment. He had nothing planned, absolutely nothing planned. And so as recently as not that long ago, I think this was a couple of months ago, he was telling somebody, damn it, that was Frank Smiley. Hey, get back out there. Conan wants more.
So he heard that joke from Colin Quinn. And he did the segment, and it was he had 7 minutes prepared.
Yeah.
And so he basically, you said, and then he's done. You say, we'll be right back with more Norm. And he goes, I've got nothing to say.
Yeah.
So then he remembered the Colin joke, and it was a 20-second joke. So he asked you, how long is the segment? And he was hoping you'd say 20 seconds.
Right.
But you said 7 minutes.
Yep.
So it became a 7-minute joke.
Yeah. I did say, I said to Lori Jo today, I said, on the flip side, because I brought this up, and I said, on the flip side, if in a magical world, Norm had been presented with all of this incredible praise, he would have found a way to deflect it. Ridicule
probably would have
it.
made his skin crawl.
Yeah,
in some
exactly.
way.
And so, he wouldn't have this might have been the way he wanted it, but.
It's been a while, and I still like the way you look at me.
Do you know that you are a cis male? Have you ever heard of that term?
A cis male?
Cis male. C-Y-S-M-A-L-E. So what it means is that you are a man. You're born a man.
Well, as far as you know.
As far as I know. And you identify yourself as a man.
Yes.
That's a cis male.
Now, I don't understand. Is this a new phrase?
Yes, it's a way of marginalizing a normal person. Some people really dislike that term cis male because a cis male, as you explained, is a male who identifies himself as a male, and they say, well, that's you shouldn't marginalize a person.
You need to be marginalized. You need to be marginalized. It's a way to identify somebody who was basically, born, lives, and it's the same sex.
So you're a cis male.
What does a cis male mean?
This other person's a trans. So you're equal. She's a man that thinks she's a woman. You're a man that thinks you're a man. It's completely
so everyone's.
equal.
It's all fluid.
Yes, everyone is self-identifying.
Yes.
I am firmly on the side of womanhood now, but I am not a woman, nor will I ever be. 3 sentences later. I use the women's restroom because I am a woman. I changed my gender on my birth certificate to female because I am a woman. So there's a little confusion there, right?
Not for me. What's wrong with that?
Well, here it says, I am not a woman. When I was a kid, my dad would tell me that this man was a gold medal decathlete. Why, the greatest athlete in the world. And now I have to tell my kid that this man is a man. What the H? A guy told me that, I don't know if you've heard this, Bruce Jenner is going to go back maybe to being a man. Did you hear that? That's an odd thing. Because I remember him, of course, as a woman. So it's hard for me to picture what he'd even look like as a man. I remember, because I'm from Canada, so I remember he was in the 72 Olympics, and he won the decathlon, you know, which is the best athlete in the world, was a woman. And we didn't know at the time because he kept it secret. But I remember they put the gold medal around his fucking big juicy tits. And that to me is when he should have just gone, I'm a lady, and then that would have been good for the LGBTG. The community, you know, the community. I don't know if you've been over and seen them and shit, but it's a nice community. And it would have been good. All the LGBTBL. I try to be inclusive of all the letters in the alphabet. But, you know, then he waited. That's the problem. He waited till he was 65. That's when Bruce Jenner decided to tell us he was a lady. Now, I don't know about you guys, but to me, is there really that much difference between a 65-year-old? At some point, you got to realize you're just some old thing nobody wants to fuck.
And come to think of it, I got addicted to you. Oh, no, no, no. And come to think of it, I need somebody like you. Oh, no, no, no. I need someone like you.
All right, a Las Vegas woman was arrested after hiding a stolen Rolex in her vagina. Well, now Bruce Jenner's just gone too far.
I don't understand it.
I'm a New Yorker. Yeah, New York? Nice. I actually got into an argument on the subway, and the guy quoted the Bible at me. That is not fair. Like, if you get to quote from your favorite book, I should be able to quote from my favorite book, right? He was like, men do not live on bread alone, Matthew 4:4. And it's like, everybody's a little bit magic, Harry Potter, chapter 7. It's not a fair fight, right? One of those books is a classic about a man who has sacrificed himself for the good of the world, and the other is the Bible. Do you know what I'm saying, people?
Roseanne, what are your thoughts on Harrison?
Well, I just love you, Harrison. You're fantastic. And you're real brave. I mean, the stuff you're talking about, Bible jokes, that's some brave.
Thank you.
And,
I disagree. I don't think the Bible joke is brave at all. I think if you're going to take on an entire religion, you should maybe know what you're talking about. J.K. Rowling is a Christian, and J.K. Rowling famously said that if you're familiar with the scriptures, you could easily guess the ending of her book.
huh?
Okay.
I don't like it.
You get a lot of attention on Twitter sphere for being open about your religious views. What are they?
I'm a Christian. It's not
Devout?
stylish to say now.
No, are you devout?
Yeah.
You believe in the Lord?
Yes, I do.
You think you're going somewhere when it ends?
I don't believe it, but what people don't understand about faith is that you have to choose it. You know what I mean? They think that you believe it, but you have to choose it.
So you choose to have faith?
Yes.
That means you believe you're going somewhere. What is faith? But I have faith.
Yeah, the same way that you believe. There's a lot of things I have faith, but I don't really believe in DNA. Like if I was on a jury and a guy was predicted that his DNA was on this cigarette, I go, I don't know what DNA is.
I see. So you don't have faith in that?
No, I don't have faith in science.
Really?
Well, think about it. Haven't scientists always been wrong? Like they used to think the sun went around the earth. Everybody's, hey, that scientist. Well, he's so smart. We'll give him a white cover.
Other science refuted it.
Right, but back then, everybody at that time thought that guy was smart. Why at this time do we think that the earth goes around the sun?
Did Christ think the world was flat?
Huh?
Did Christ think the world was flat? These are questions I ask.
You know, I tweeted Richard Dawkins, the famous atheist.
Yeah, I know he is.
And, of course, he just thinks I'm a moron, because he went to Cambridge and I dropped out of high school. But I asked him, I said, why does life insist? And they didn't understand. What's that mean? I'm like, well, it means, I thought he was like smart. So I said, why does life,
I know what you mean,
need to create other life?
Right.
Why do you have to procreate? Why do you have to live?
And fight to stay alive.
Yeah, fight to stay alive and make sure that your genes stay alive. Why do you have to do that? Why, if nothing matters, wouldn't the obvious thing to do be go extinct? You know what I mean? To me, that would be the clear and obviously self-evident thing to do. And, in fairness to Richard Dawkins, he said, oh, well, that's a philosophical question that I'll ask my friends and I'll try to get back to you. So it was very nice. But I think it lies at the heart of theology, and people of faith, especially in this town, they'll say, you believe in an invisible man in the sky, and they already throw on you their ideas of what you believe in, although they don't know what you believe, they don't know what you think of as God, But the one question that always bothered me and always bothers everybody is, how can children die if there's a benevolent God, right? And how can 6 million go through the chimney at Birkenau,
Mm-hmm.
And this is a question that I think I have an answer for, because I think a lot about this kind of stuff. Because I'd really like there to be a God. I don't know at all, but I really would like there to be a God.
Mm-hmm.
Because Sarah Silverman told me, she's like, so you really believe in it? I go, I'm trying, She's like, you believe in an invisible man in the sky? She said it that way. So I'm like, well, whatever, if you want to say it that way. So she's like, well, good luck with that. And I'm like, well, it's a good luck for you, too. It's not like your idea of like being thrown on the ground, having dirt tossed on you is such a beautiful, great idea.
That doesn't bother me.
Dirt thrown on you forever?
I mean, yeah, because I just sort of feel like it's probably just a blissful state of non-existence that I had before. Boy, I'm going to be really a huge bummer if that's not the case.
But if you have a blissful state of non-existence, then you're talking about an afterlife.
Well, okay, blissful is probably the wrong word. I just meant I'm not aware of anything, I think it'd be great if there was something, but if there's not, I think the worst thing would be your consciousness lives on, but there's nothing. So you just feel,
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
Well, that would be hell.
I suppose.
I mean, Nabokov, I think, was the guy who said, like, he saw a picture of himself. He saw a picture of his parents. And his parents had his older brother in his arm, and his mother had his older brother in her arms, and his mother and father and his older brother. But he had not been born yet. And he said he felt no grief or terror at that picture.
Sure.
Where he didn't exist.
Right.
So I thought that was very interesting. Like, it's what you're saying.
Right.
That why be afraid of not existing? Because it's not really you that dies. it's the world that dies.
Sure.
And you know, everything there is. Everything there is and everything.
I mean, I think it would be fantastic if there was some sort of a transformation of, this is a conservation of emotional energy that, you know, once your emotional energy forms, it can't ever be destroyed, and it just disperses into the universe somehow, and you're a part of this thing that is you can't comprehend now, but once you're there, you'll totally get it.
It's very hard to believe.
But it'd be great if that were the, and I don't,
of course it would be great.
I don't fault anyone.
But here's my answer for the
What's the answer?
For the chimneys. Here's what I believe. If there is a God, and if he is good, and if he created the universe and the earth, then an all good being, what can he create? He can't create good, because that would just be expansion.
Mm-hmm.
So all he can create is bad. So he creates bad, and then in a cool twist, the bad that he creates is allowed itself in a godlike way to create good from the bad. Because originally God created good from the bad, then bad from the good, and then he gives man the exact opportunity. So just from a standpoint of logic, which, you know, is what atheists always try to say, I believe that there is an answer for the question of why God allows horrors, and that's what I come up with. But
I also,
you know, I have a rabbi who I talk to a lot. I'm not Jewish.
No, McDonald's. No,
I was for a year, but he's the guy that knows. You know, he's a scholar. You know, like my pastor doesn't know anything. Like he's just a pleasant guy. And he has,
I don't know. You should probably look that up.
Hey,
what is there? I mean, you know.
I know. If you ask him a direct question, you go, "Huh? What? Didn't you hear my sermon?" And the sermon's always like, you know, how to be a nice fella, you know, or something. You know, it's always nonsense. But this pastor, I phoned this pastor because I try to read the scriptures and study them. Last week I asked this priest, this rabbi. I was saying, like in the Old Testament, they have the Lord's Prayer. And in the Lord's Prayer, he says, lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. And I said, how could God lead us into temptation? It's without his boundaries, you know, it's without his fence. God can't do that, if I'm correct about the God of the Old Testament. He cannot. It's not in his nature. You know, the devil can, but not God. So the devil's hard to believe in. Of all the religions, it's hard to say one's worse than the other, you know. But I can say with all belief that there's one religion that's just not true, and that's the Church of Satan. I think it even purports to be not true. Like, it's like, you know, there's a guy that's bigger than me.
Well, I think some of them, I think some of the people who are, and I don't know, I can't speak for everyone, but just some of the stuff that I've seen online, I think some people adopt it as kind of a counter, like, okay, well, you guys have that guy over there with the beard, and then we have this guy.
Yeah.
And we should all be accepting it's not just that one, or just like, you know, I think
right.
Sometimes I think it's
But
a
do you
reaction.
really want to have a personal relationship with the devil? A guy, you know, it's the only religion where there's a bigger, stronger guy outside, you know, of the that the Satanists say exists.
Sure. Yeah. Yeah.
But they say we're going to go with the
guy
underdog.
who was, well, because that guy, like, you know, that guy wasn't popular. He got cast out. So like, we're going to be with this guy over here because
maybe that's it. Maybe he's an outlaw.
Yeah, he's kind of an outlaw. Yeah, exactly.
He's definitely the original outlaw. Look, I don't want to say too many good things about the devil. But I guess he was, now that you say it. He was the original.
I hadn't really thought about it before, but I guess now, yeah, he was the original guy who got kicked out of the party. You know, like who doesn't relate to that?
Exactly.
You know, it's like big popular guys having a party. There's naked people running around. You know, there's snakes and apples. There's a beautiful garden. It's like, yeah, they get kicked out. You know, come on. Everyone knows what that feels like.
It's funny, like, you know, people think that whatever religion you are, Christian or whatever, that you're so self-righteous, but actually, you know, they feel they're sinners. You know, when I was a Christian, I would sin all the time, and like I ate apples. That's on page 1 of the book. Worst possible thing you could do. And but anyways, I'm right now. I'm of no faith. You know,
but you're looking for answers.
yeah, I'll find something. You know, I'm probably closer to Judaism right now than anything else. Joining me now is nationally syndicated columnist and the author of If Democrats Had Any Brains, They'd Be Republicans, Ann Coulter. Hey, welcome to the show, Ann. How you doing?
Fine, thanks. I saw you on O'Reilly last night. You were magnificent.
That's nice to say, but I didn't know what the hell I was talking about, and I'm not used to satellites. You must have done a lot of those.
Oh yeah. No, you never get used to that.
Yeah, I got all confused. But it's really fun to talk to you.
Thank you. I'm a huge fan.
Really?
Yes.
Wow, that's nice.
All right, Normie.
Now,
Sorry, I hate when guests say that, but I am.
Oh, that's nice. A pretty girl like you. What do you do for guys? I've always heard that dudes are afraid of strong women. Do you ever?
Yeah, well, maybe weak men are, but that's not really what I'm in the market for.
Okay, and let's start with this Iowa. They're all caucusing, the Iowans?
Yes.
So, you have any thoughts on that? I don't know.
Yes, I do. Well, I don't know. I'm sort of torn on it because on one hand, I think it should be much, much, much more difficult to vote. Way too many people vote. It's like having me vote on the Oscars and I never see movies. To have most people voting, I don't understand this impulse. Oh, vote, it's your civic duty. I think there ought to be a poll tax and a literacy test. But I'm not sure the Iowa caucus is the way to get at it because you have to spend, it's not so bad for the Republicans, oddly enough, but for the Democrats, you have to go and attend a meeting all day. You have to sit in a meeting with annoying people. It's like jury duty for a day.
And it's the people that just last the longest there, right?
Exactly. Which is why they haven't really done a bang-up job in the past.
Now, who do you like on the Republican side?
Well, I like Duncan Hunter the most, but of course he doesn't particularly have a chance. I guess other voters don't like cranky old men who don't smile much as I do. But on the issues, he's magnificent. Of our top candidates, and I guess there are 4 or 5 of them, the one I dislike the least is Mitt Romney. But I'm not wild about any of them. Oh, well, I like them all better than any of the Democrats.
Now, what I find intriguing about you is that you're unapologetically pro-life. And
that's what I noticed about your appearance last night. I emailed everyone on my email list. That was magnificent.
Well, it's not a popular opinion, but I've always wondered why it's not a subject of debate in the country, since the country is so split. But you never hear it discussed in rational terms.
No, you're right. You're right. Well, I think in part it's because one side doesn't really want the details discussed. It's better to talk about it as a matter of, women's women's freedom and women's choice than sucking the brains out of a little baby.
Yeah, why would they not just call it pro-abortion and anti-abortion?
Yeah, it's not a good name. You know, these sociologists have noticed that names for ethnic groups are, you know, enrolling over the centuries. When they're first called names, they're epithets. And when the ethnic group, or whatever the group is, when it achieves, you know, status in society, whatever the last ethnic group or name it was called is the one, nickname is the one that sticks, and then it's no longer considered a mean name. And it's the same thing with abortion. They keep changing the name. It's choice and women's rights and women's health care and a woman's right to choose. But then people figure out what it is, and they hate whatever the new thing is.
Yeah, what I've also found always a little suspect is when these ladies go like, I'm not for it, but... You know what I mean? Why aren't they for it?
Right. And we found out that they were, I mean, every once in a while, it's the corner of the eye facts that always leap out at you. And they slip every now and then because you're exactly right. They're always saying, well, no one is for abortion. No one is for abortion. And then, I don't know if you remember when Sam Alito was nominated to the Supreme Court, you know, the press descended on his sweet little Italian mother and started peppering her with questions. And they asked her, you know, is your son, is he, you know, for or against abortion? And she said, well, of course he's against abortion. And that became a huge news item, that Sam Alito was against abortion. But, you know, I thought they told us everybody was against abortion.
Now, is that your litmus test?
Oh, I have lots of litmus tests. But, yeah, that's a big one. That's a really, really big one.
Because I know you're very serious about it. And I mean, do you view it as like a program, like a genocide?
Like a what?
Like a genocide? Like a...
Yes. Yes, it's unbelievable what's going on. I mean, it's amazing how restrained the pro-life forces are. But you know, they won't let us vote. I think we'd win if, I mean, obviously the Planned Parenthood side thinks that Americans are not copacetic with abortion because we're not allowed to vote on it. I mean, that's part of what's so enraging about this. There's nothing you can do about it. As long as the Supreme Court says that abortion is a constitutional right, there's nothing you can do. You can change as many hearts and minds as there are in the country, and there's nothing that can be done. You know, back in the 60s, these radicals used to, if they weren't going to sign up with, like, you know, the weathermen and blow up the Pentagon, they'd say, no, I'm going to work within the system, work within the system. Well, the pro-life forces have been working within the system for 40 years now, and, you know, patiently bide their time, try to get new Supreme Court justices, and then, you know, we end up with an O'Connor or a Kennedy who hallucinate the same right to abortion in the Constitution. So, you know, I understand why violence breaks out. I wouldn't engage in violence myself. I mean, just on the basis of Pascal's wager, but I can understand if you're not going to let people vote that some of them are going to engage in violence. There hasn't been that much violence. I mean, it's about 7 abortion doctors to, 40 million dead babies.
It's a very tiny... I didn't understand the Pascal's wager. I mean, I know what that is. But...
That was the argument for God. It's very simple.
No, I know Pascal's wager, but I didn't understand what you meant.
Oh, I wouldn't shoot an abortion doctor.
Oh, because...
yeah, what if I'm wrong?
Right, okay.
Yeah.
Well, that's interesting that you say, what if I'm wrong? Have you ever said that before?
I'm sure I have, though not on most of the idiotic things liberals say.
So you would not support Giuliani then, or any other pro-choice candidate?
No, I mean, if it's I've been polling, you know, some of my friends on this. I mean, I think it would be very bad for the country if both the Republican and Democratic nominee support abortion. So, you know, I think that would be bad. But if they're both supporting abortion, yeah, I mean, I at first I was saying I'd never vote for a pro-abortion Republican, and then within about a week I realized after a hard-fought campaign against Hillary Clinton, I'd probably go into the voting booth, pull the lever for whichever idiot we've nominated, including Giuliani, and then just lie to all my friends about it.
What is your sense of who, like, to me, it seems clear that Hillary Clinton will be the next president, but do you think so?
I think so, too. And this business about how she's losing in Iowa, I am very suspicious of because of these sneaky little tricks of the Clinton machine. And one of the big ones they've always used is lowered expectations. The prime example of which was when Clinton was running in the Democratic primaries. You know, he came in like third or fourth in Iowa. He came in second in New Hampshire, and that one was when he was crowned the comeback kid. He came in second. How are you the comeback kid? Well, it's because they had spent, weeks lowering expectations and, he's washed up, he's finished, he's over. And the funniest example was right before they released his grand jury testimony. This is the one in which he launched the one about it depends on what the meaning of is, and we got into a lot of discussions of, where his penis was in relation to Monica Lewinsky, and it was so embarrassing. I mean, the grand jury, the black grand jury in Washington, D.C. that was sympathetic to Bill Clinton, they laughed out loud as he was giving his testimony. And so before it was released to the public and played all over TV, the rumors went out, you'll probably remember this, that Clinton turned purple and there was spittle coming out of his mouth and he stormed out of the room. Well, okay, it wasn't that bad. It was embarrassing.
What is the definition of the word is? Do we have an OED somewhere? I thought it was pretty simple.
Yeah, it is.
It's almost a word that's so simple you don't even know the definition.
This is why I so wish, I don't think it will happen, but I so wish Obama would be their nominee. I think he would be tougher to beat than Hillary, and I don't care. I just want to be rid of this national pestilence of the Clintons.
The national
pestilence.
Our long national pestilence is over.
Exactly.
Yeah. Well, Barack's got money.
Yes, I mean, that does give you, that is a heartening fact about the Democrats, that even they feel a little creepy about the Clintons.
It's funny, Barack always ends his thing with, let's go change the world. And isn't that what Bush is doing?
Yeah, in a pretty transformative and important way.
Hey, Ann, you're going to stay with us for one more segment, right? Wait, what?
The Dennis Miller Show.
Seconds. Guidance internal. 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8. Ignition sequence start. Engines on. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All engines running. Launch commit. Liftoff. We have liftoff at 9:34 a.m.
The Dennis Miller Show. 866-509-7268.
Ann Coulter is kind enough to stay with us for a second segment. Ann, I wanted to talk to you about Christianity, because you're Christian, right?
Yes, I am.
And I like it because it seems to me that you're an actual Christian. And I know Sal was telling me he was against the thing you did on Donnie Deutsch, but...
Not according to liberals.
But the fact of the matter is that...
I don't think they're really down with the scripture, since they're often standing up at college lectures demanding to know how I could be a Christian if I smoke and wear short skirts. And I keep looking for those passages of the Bible.
But it's very strange, because I always hear, that people don't like Christians because, they believe it's the only true faith and they want to convert people, but that's the basis of Christianity, isn't it?
Right, and I would assume, any religion, including the godless religion of liberalism, they want us all to be liberals. They want us to change our light bulbs to those goofy, global warming protecting light bulbs. I assume now wants to convert us all to want to suck the brains out of little babies and so on and so forth. I mean,
wait, isn't that's now illegal, though, right? Partial birth abortion?
Yes. It took a long time, but yes, it is.
And that, what I don't understand is, like I remember in the Scott Peterson case, he was charged with double homicide. So wouldn't that mean that the baby was a...
Yes, that's a big issue, actually. These pro-abortion groups are against those laws. And by the way, Hillary Clinton denounced the Supreme Court decision upholding the federal law banning partial birth abortion.
Did all the Democrats?
I think every single one of the candidates did. Everyone who had a comment on it. I'd have to look it up. I wrote about her. I'm sure I noticed it at the time. I know Hillary did. And one of the ones did who voted in favor of the law.
Really?
Who would that have been? Maybe Biden. I don't know. But, these Democrats want to get their votes on the record as having voting in favor of a ban on partial birth abortion, but then turn around and denounce the Supreme Court decision upholding the law they voted for.
But surely, I don't know, I should have asked John Zogby, but surely...
Norm Macdonald is a comedian's comedian, a man who has earned both respect from his peers and laughs from the audience.
There are obviously a lot of entertaining celebrities, but Norm Macdonald used to come on our show in the early days, and those were, I thought, great television because we never knew what was happening, and it was always teetering on the edge of, it was all about to blow up. It's all about to fail, and it would always end brilliantly, and then he stopped coming around, and it was just a period that passed, and I was always sad about that because I thought, we're a very celebrity-conscious age, and people always think that the best guests are the biggest celebrities. Sometimes, the best guests are these people that you have a weird connection with, and it's compelling television. People see and they talk to me about it later on. Like I'll be out in the world walking around, and people will say, "I saw that when you were with Harlan or when you were with Norm or with Will, and that really got wild and crazy in a way that they don't see on television."
But what's the movie going to be called? Really?
I know what it's going to be called.
Yeah, what's that?
If it's got Carrot Top in it, you know what a good name for it would be?
What's that, Norm?
Box Office Poison.
What about my career? Courtney Thorne-Smith, the girl sitting to your left, is in the movie.
I'm going to go see it for
There's this movie coming out.
Yes.
Title undetermined at this point.
Chairman of the board.
Oh, all right. Do something with that, you freak.
I bet the board is spelled B-O-R-E-D.
You know, I learned a little bit about that was Norm. And of course, Norm's a little crazy, but Norm, a big host would come and we'd all get all hopped up, like, okay, Rose is gonna bring in big ratings. Let's get our AP. Where's my goat? I'm gonna throw out a goat. And Norm would sit there in the pitch meeting. We'd all be dead serious. Will would throw out, I'm going to do a cheerleader.
Right.
This one and that. And Norm would be like, yeah, I got a sketch ready. You're going in your pants, and you're just walking around, and you're like, yeah, I'm the guy with the in my pants, I hate this guy, and you look at him like he was nuts, but he knew what he was doing.
Norm knew exactly. Listen, one of the single funniest things I've ever seen in my life is when he did Letterman, how quickly he would throw the sport coat off at the end of the sketch. Nothing made me laugh harder than Norm. Doing Letterman, and I said to him, what's with the sport? You know how Letterman, how ill and easy is with show business.
Yeah.
Norm said, that's all I had at the beginning. The essence of it was his discomfort. I said, this guy's a freaking genius.
My apologies to Jenna Elfman. Good night, everybody.
He is a genius. He would warm up the crowd. Now, when I would warm up the crowd, I would warm it up like I was playing the garden, and I wanted to teach everyone a lesson. If I'm cut from tonight, I want you to know I should have been on.
That I was a badass.
Yeah, I'd warm up the crowd, kill. Norm would go up behind me, and he'd go, hey, Jim Brewer and these guys, he's got all these great impressions, So I said, Oh, I better learn some impressions. So, are you guys all ready? This is my newest impression of these, and I love it. Because here's Ed Sullivan. And I'm like, he's really going to do Ed Sullivan? Like, why would you? He goes, Ed Sullivan introducing the Beatles. And he goes, ladies and gentlemen, it's the Beatles. Well, I got to work on that one a little bit. I'll see you during the show.
He's got a little Andy Kaufman in him, Norm. He likes to frustrate, titillate a little, but then periodically he'll say something like, I feel sorry for the homeless guy's dog, because the dog's thinking, this is the longest walk I've ever been on.
I give a guy some money out there, a homeless guy in the street, and this is a kind of odd thing. He had a dog with him. You ever see this? He's a homeless guy, but he's got a dog. That kind of odd there. Guy got no home, but he's got a dog. And the dog's really thrilled with this idea, Dog's going, hey, pal, I can do this by myself pretty well here, The longest walk in the world you got me on here. What the hell? What the hell kind of a... What the deuce?
Norm's hosting a sports show now, Jimbo, on Comedy Central.
Oh, that's dangerous. You and I both know that can be very...
Yeah, but that is a panel I volunteer for, because I want to be in the blast site of that when that goes off, because that is going to be a hoot.
Top story tonight, the NBA is rescheduling Chicago's playoff games around Oprah Winfrey's farewell show. Apparently, the Bulls are taking orders from the Cows. Even more surprising than this, Michael Jordan's Hitler mustache. Have you seen these underwear ads? We have some breaking news to report here. This, just off the wire. Reuters News is reporting now that the Mike Tyson app has just raped another app.
Well, you know what? I like Norm Macdonald. Let's give him the money for the week.
I didn't even know he had a podcast.
Oh yeah, dude, Norm Macdonald. Did you see him on Conan telling that moth joke?
No.
Yeah, you got to see it.
No, I haven't.
Dude, you know how many comics out there don't give a fuck, but kind of still do. You have to kind of still do to eat. That guy
Norm
truly
doesn't. He's so fucking funny.
One of my best opening monologue jokes ever. Did you ever see? Remember that whole thing when he was doing Weekend Update and they told him to make it funnier. So he didn't. He just was more Norm the next week. So eventually, of course, he gets fired. So then, he goes off into the Hollywood world. He's got a TV show or a hit movie or some shit. So now they bring him back to guest host on SNL. And I'm going to butcher this, but he kind of came out. He's like, yeah, so, people know I got fired from this show. So now they got me back hosting, which means either I got a lot funnier or this show sucks. That's what he opened up. What?
You're very kind. In the, what's that? Oh, yeah, no, you're absolutely right. That is my name. When the people here asked me to do the show, I gotta say, I felt kind of weird, I don't know if you remember this, but I used to actually be on this show, I used to do the Weekend Update news routine, you remember that? And, that's where I did the make-believe news jokes, That was me, right? So then, a year and a half ago, right, I had a sort of a disagreement with the management at the NBC. I wanted to keep my job, right? And they felt the exact opposite. So you see, they fired me because they said that I wasn't funny, Now, with most jobs, I could have had a hell of a lawsuit on my hands for that, but see, this is a comedy show. So they got me, you know what? But now, this is the weird part, right? It's only a year and a half later, and now they asked me to host the show. So I wondered, I go, hey, wait a second here. Hey! I go, how did I go in a year and a half from being not funny enough to be even allowed in the building to being so funny that I'm now hosting the show? How did I suddenly get so damn funny? It was inexplicable to me, because a year and a half, let's face it, is not enough time for a dude to learn how to be funny. Then it occurred to me, I haven't gotten funnier. The show has gotten really bad. So yeah, I'm funny compared to, well, you'll see later. But okay, so let's recap. The bad news is, I'm still not funny. The good news is, the show blows. All right, folks, we got a bad show for you tonight. Dr. Dre, Snoop Doggy Dogg, and Eminem are here. We'll be right back.
It goes, there's comics, and then there's comics. There's one of the rare comics, which means 6 people think he's funny. Norm Macdonald.